Welcome back to another episode of Never Watch Alone, season finale of Kaiju. And joining me, as always, is my good buddy Sean. How you doing, Sean? You excited to do another fucking show?
Yeah, I mean, come on, how can you not be? A movie
right.
with this fun a premise, it's almost, I don't want to say impossible to fuck up, but you'd have to try really hard to fuck something like this up.
Yeah, well, I mean, Zack Snyder kind of did, but that's another podcast. There's links in the description below. And of course, it's not a monster movie without my buddy Mike Wasser. How you doing, Mike? You ready to do this one?
You know, you say that, but I feel like they fucked this up by not trying hard enough.
Okay. Looks like we're on for a debate. There's gonna be this is gonna be a versus episode in more than one way.
Excuse me. Do you have a fight? Like, does that fight happen?
Have a fight. It does look nice, but
hey, I mean, it could be episode 1 where it's mostly a political debate instead of an actual brawl.
At least episode 1 was something new.
Oh yeah, it was a news. It was very news.
Okay, I will not.
Hold on.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. You're looking at something coming out of Hollywood past 2010, and you're hoping for new?
Yeah, he's got a point.
One, I'm not going to defend episode 1 in my attempts to attack this movie.
You just lost us so many subscribers. We barely have any
I was
subscribers.
just like, we have subscribers?
But what I will say is that, I didn't need it to be something new. I just needed it to be something more, and it wasn't. Nope.
It's a thing.
I think you got spoiled with the last movie when they gave you, like, every kind of ingrained reference to, like, all this weirdo, like, fucking ancestral monster movie stuff that psycho fans like you are super up on. Which, don't be wrong, that stuff's very cool.
It was a monster orgy,
right?
Man.
But like the average dumbass isn't gonna be picking up on that shit and doesn't care.
It was more than just the references. It had a theme. It had something to say, and also it had this sense of importance and gravitas that Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong just doesn't.
You know, actually, it's funny, Mike, though, because weird. Like, you're right. There's not a whole lot of themes in this movie, but it's funny how the themes of like Toho and these monster movies actually kind of affected this movie, even though there weren't any themes in it because of the pandemic and whatnot. It's this whole we're at the mercy of God's nature and sort of thing. And yeah, this movie was delayed for March 2020, and then nature's like, no, fuck you, we're moving this to next year. And guess what? It did insanely well because of that.
It did do insane, and I can guarantee you, if it had come out in 2020 sans pandemic, it would have failed.
Oh, it would have failed hard. And you know what? That might have actually killed the MonsterVerse, which would have been a tragedy.
It probably would have.
That would have been a fucking tragedy, dude. Because I want to see more of this.
But see, now you have the worry though, because it could have killed the MonsterVerse and it would have been tragic. Yeah, but now they think this is what's going to be successful. Which is equally dangerous.
Well, you know what? As much as I don't like Godzilla vs. Kong, and I don't hate it, I just don't really like it, I will admit that with the proper expectations going in, it is really easy to enjoy the movie for what it is.
I
totally,
think I do have to preface this, where I actually have never watched this movie alone. So at this point, I have literally only watched this in groups of people, and so I might have some bias in that nature, as in, it's a fun movie to watch with friends. Like, that's the only approach That's the only approach I've had to this so far.
I've never seen this alone either.
Okay.
I've only seen this once.
I've only seen this with friends who don't care. Who they're just like, I just want to see monsters smash each other. Do not care about any level of lore.
That's my experience too, unless Tim wants to.
Well, I want to ask, did you see it in the theater or did you see it at home on HBO Max?
I saw
the other people.
I saw it at home. I have yet. there has yet to be a movie, because I'm ready. Like, I'm vaccinated. I want to get back out there. And I'm sitting here waiting, like, somebody release something that makes me want to go back.
I mean, I really enjoyed In the Heights, but anyway.
Okay.
I mean, look, I have every intention of seeing In the Heights, but it's just like, do I have to make a trip out for this? Also,
it looks really good on a theater.
Also, I have to also put my bias in here. I was always the guy who liked to go to theaters at, like, the middle of the day on a weekday, because people wouldn't be around, and those showings don't exist anymore. And so it's
That's
like,
true. That sucks.
it's like, outside of, like, a major event when you want to catch, like, the very first showing of, you know, Avengers or whatever, like, that kind of crazy shit, I'm very much a person who's just like, no, I don't want to deal with, like, idiots being loud and fucking up my experience. Unless you're really there for, like, a communal kind of thing, which I think a lot of movies don't necessarily require.
No,
and now that those showings...
This one might be one, though.
And now,
this one might be
Oh,
one,
for
yeah.
sure. But, like, now that those movies or those showings those showings are no longer happening. Like, my theaters have just killed them all. So it's like, no, we want you here in the evenings with other people. And I'm like, but I don't like people. Except our subscribers. Welcome!
Hi, yeah. So like and subscribe, share with your friends, and if you want to see more, there's more videos, more podcasts, all that stuff.
Hells yeah.
Hey, yeah. But yeah, so okay, you saw it with friends. Mike and I actually saw it together because the thing was, because I know you were like just so excited for a thing.
Yeah, no. Totally
and
fucking psyched
I
about
actually
it.
was like, you know what? Hey, dude, you want to have like a fucking Trading Spaces type deal bet? Where it was like, winner, here you go, $1. So I remember I was like, I was actually gonna bet on Kong to win because I'm like, because I know you you're such a Godzilla whore,
Right.
that you were gonna bet on him. So I was ready, like, all right, I'll take Kong. That's cool. But then you surprised me and you said,
Yeah, I said that I would bet that Kong would win,
and I
had
was
my
like,
reasons.
what? You're betting against your boy?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll take that bet. I'll bet for the giant radioactive lizard, and you can bet for the giant monkey. Like, that's cool. I didn't expect that to come out of your mouth.
It would make more thematic sense for the MonsterVerse as a whole if Kong won, because Godzilla needed a fail. Like, you look at Godzilla's record through not just the MonsterVerse movies, but through all of his histories. He has always won. Always.
Well, he's the fucking king.
There is like one or two movies I can think of. There's obviously the original where he was killed by people with the oxygen destroyer and all that.
Yeah.
Then there's like, Godzilla vs. Destroyer, where that was like the death of Godzilla. But his son kind of came in and kicked ass. So it's sort of like, did he really lose? And then there's like Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah Giant Monster Solid Attack, where he does indeed outright die in that one too. But like for the MonsterVerse, you kind of needed, I think, he needs to take a hit,
Well, he kind of does in the movie.
I
but
suppose.
not in the way you were.
Not in the way I was hoping, and also would have been a really good way for Legendary to suggest King Kong without using the title. Which was another thing I was thinking.
The new king of the monster.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, so
And
that logic kind of
that's why I was thinking, you know what? That would be a really cool surprise for this movie, because you wouldn't expect it right off the bat, because Godzilla is so much more powerful than Kong.
Well, spoiler alert, I won.
I mean, I'm 100%.
I am out $1.
In your regards to, it's like, hey, we want to use King Kong without actually using the word king. I'm just like, could somebody just, like, literally put, like, a snazzy crown on this bitch for some reason? Like, I'm down with this.
Dude, you know what? They should have had the fight again back in Vegas, so a giant billboard crown falls on his head.
Something. Like, I am more than okay with this.
Well, I mean, in this movie, we do get a point where you can like see King. I mean, he has a fucking throne in this movie, so.
Yeah, he does. He kind of has a lot in this movie, which gets kind of stupid. Yeah,
Alright.
I was legitimately disappointed that I didn't get to see Sarah Palin and Adolf Hitler riding a raptor with some fucking mole men in this movie. Little
Is
sad.
that stupid? It would fit
Yeah.
perfectly.
It would have not been out of place.
This is the stupidest MonsterVerse movie.
So
far and away.
I do not know who does the song, but there was definitely a moment in this movie where the song "Monkey versus Robot" popped into my head.
Oh no, that's
I understand he's an
spoilers.
ape, but still, I'm just like, well, here we are.
Although
yeah,
that was a worst kept secret leading up to this movie's release.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about Mechagodzilla being in the movie like about a couple months after King of the Monsters came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow,
'Cause,
that early.
because they were parading the fucking toy around everywhere, and like I
Mm.
understand, like these are toyetic movies. You need to sell the figures, but like a year before this movie came out, they were already like
Dude,
showing the
that
toy around at
that
trade
was
shows
that
and
was
shit.
actually a big issue with the Star Wars prequels, because it was just
Oh, yeah?
like, oh yeah, you like the toys would drop a week or two before the movie would come out, and they had blurbs on the back of them explaining like what was going on with them in the movie. So it's just like,
I think that even happened with the soundtrack. Like the soundtrack was released, and one of the tracks was Qui-Gon's Noble End.
Right.
Right.
It's like, dude, for real.
Yeah,
It's-
Adam Wingard actually directly referenced that when he was talking about the Mechagodzilla.
Oh,
you know, reveals.
okay.
yeah, it's like
So,
you're
yeah.
buying a figure. It's like, hey, guess what? The arm detaches. It's like, oh.
Well, you know, now we know what's gonna fucking happen in the movie.
Right? It's
Let's
just like,
spoil it.
aha.
Fucking Warner Brothers. You know the whole reason why they did like this whole campaign with Mechagodzilla though, because they didn't sell enough from Ready Player One.
Yeah, it's probably true. And also,
Oh.
design in this movie better than the Ready Player One design.
Oh,
I-
totally.
Not by a lot, but
I have a lot to say about Ready Player One.
I do too.
well,
and,
this
you
is
know,
not really the.
No, it's
maybe-
not. We'll save that for
maybe-
another episode.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually do a commentary of Ready Player One
I'd
one of
watch
these
it.
days. That's gonna be a long one because, my God, there's a lot to unpack in
Okay,
there.
so
Yeah.
hold on. I have to preface this with the fact that I have not read the book. It's sitting on my shelf. I haven't read it. Just say that. However, my whole thing is the fact that's like, I'll acknowledge this. Even when Spielberg messes up, it's still better than most other
Right.
movies.
That's fair.
That's
actually,
true. Ready
yeah,
Player
yeah,
One is
yeah.
a decent movie. Also, it's better than the book. I
But
might get lynched
but
for
like
that.
but see, the issue then being is that like, okay, yes, like this is not a bad movie, but you wanted a Spielberg movie, and it's not a great Spielberg movie.
Yeah,
true.
it's easily one of his lesser ones. But
You know, of the ones of his I've seen, I think I'm comfortable labeling it as worst. I haven't seen many of his bad movies. So.
I hear 1941 is
yeah, I've not seen that.
bonkers.
So
fucking bonkers.
yeah.
Well, we're
Like,
not here to talk about that
Aside
one.
from that, I
But
think
we're here to
AI
talk
is
about
probably the
monsters
movie I
destroying
think
shit,
worse.
and we're
Yes.
trying to get
All
into
right,
this.
yes, yeah.
Make with the big monkey fights. Make with the big monkey fights.
Yes, please.
So,
It's
as
you know, I'm sorry again. We should not be saying monkey. As a Discworld fan, that gets you killed.
oh, whatever. That's the. I'm just quoting the internet at this point, but so
It's an
hope
ape.
you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys got like a copy of the Blu-ray or whatever copy you have lying around.
It's probably not on HBO
It's
Max
not.
anymore.
I actually checked.
Sad
As
face.
of this recording, it is no longer on HBO
It'll probably
Max, which is-
pop up back there in a month or two, though. So just hold on.
Streaming is so fucking weird. This is why just like either just torrent the shit or just buy the Blu-ray. One of the two. I don't care because I'm tired of playing this stupid. Look, the thing is, like, streaming wars is like it's like World War One, where they're the top generals that get all the money and get all the benefits, and we're just the soldiers caught in the middle trying to fucking survive and be entertained
Yeah.
and not die from boredom. World War One is like a cacophony of great metaphors, isn't it?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about it, so.
Okay, whatever. Time to get this fight rolling. So get your copy of the Blu-ray ready and cue it up because we are hitting play in 3, 2, 1, click. And there's the Warner Brothers logo. Oh yeah.
Oh, something I forgot to mention. I bought a soundbar for this movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. You were going on and on and on and on about the sound bar for this, because you were like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get me a sound bar because I want to see like some really big stuff for this sort of thing."
Right.
And it wasn't half bad. I
That's a
actually even
pretty good
played
setup.
the IMAX promo where
Yep.
it had Godzilla's roar at the end. Which
Sounded great.
That was a lot of fun.
I mean, because, yeah, you need... I'm not going to watch this on TV speakers in my life, ever. It'd be a waste.
No, it would be, because I mean these are really about like big sound and big screens, which sadly a lot of us don't have a lot of room. Hey, there's the man himself taking a nap.
Both times I've watched this, it's been with nice quality headphones.
So I really appreciate, right off the bat, like, let's humanize Kong. This movie's about Kong.
Well, I also love that we start him out on his back,
Yeah.
which is, if you watch the movie, he spends the majority of the movie on his back.
Yeah.
I also love the ass scritch.
Yeah, that's perfect. This is, honestly, I don't think I could imagine a better opening. Legitimately.
This podcast or this episode is brought to you by Olay. Taking those luxurious waterfall showers.
Oh, I just reminded of the movie's first big mistake.
Oh,
Let's
the
just...
wiping out the indigenous people.
Like, seriously?
Dude, that was a real like, because that was like one of the best parts about Skull Island. Seriously, didn't we like even talk about how they were like the best part of or the best portrayed of the Kong natives?
Oh, absolutely
film?
they are. Unquestionably. I mean, they're still a little racist. But they're not like, you know... In fact, fun Toho fact. The natives in Kong vs. Godzilla, the original, were literally blackface.
Oh, God.
It was a bunch of Japanese actors in dark makeup.
Oh, that's bad.
You kind of got to remember, though, Japan has interesting relations with non-Asian people.
This is a cool sound design thing.
Oh, yeah.
We just
get
get the
pulled
vibrations.
right into her
You gotta love how
Also,
Kong has his own action figure,
much
too.
respect for them hiring somebody from an entirely deaf family.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, thank you for actually doing stuff right.
Javelin throw!
And cool reveal. Genuinely
Yeah, that
cool
was
reveal.
actually kind of
Yeah.
cool. Like, holy shit, it's the Truman Show.
You know, I forgot that this movie actually did start pretty strong, except for wiping away the natives thing.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That was dumb.
But this is kind of cool, the Kong containment.
Yeah, no.
Which I'm like, hey, live from the one thing you can see from space other than the Great Wall of China. It's the Kong Show.
but like literally every plot point in this movie, the more you think about it, the more you're just like, why don't they just monitor the island and let him have full reign over the whole island?
Because the technology, cool stuff in the
But
Marvel
why-
movies tested
Why
well with audiences.
Small containment inside something that could be big containment.
Because fuck you, that's why. Movie bullshit, okay? Because like I said, I'm 90% sure it's like the technology stuff that the Marvel movies were on.
Oh,
display.
yeah.
Tested well with audiences, and they like, we gotta have that in our movie. All the studio execs are... It's just fucking numbers and statistics with
Once
them, I swear to
again,
God.
I would like to express, I don't know if I've actually expressed on this podcast, but it's just, my gosh, Rebecca Hall is wonderful, and I don't think I have yet to find a vehicle that fully and properly utilizes her talents.
Yeah. I mean, the humans they're just okay here.
Right, no,
honestly.
I'm not saying that this should be that vehicle, but since she's in it, I felt I should express this, because I think she's a terrific actress who just
Absolutely.
has not been given, like, quite the right vehicles yet to when she's in a vehicle that actually gets to use her talents properly, those ones go nowhere because they were done incorrectly or there's controversy about stuff with it, so...
Yeah, like, and hell, like, sometimes you just forget that she's totally there. Like, I totally forgot she was in Iron Man 3 half the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know? But I do like the consistency with the opening titles here.
Yep.
It's kind of cool. Although the one thing that I kind of wish that they did put in here to explain is how the fuck did these people get Stark Industries level technology?
I know, right?
And fucking hologram and holotables.
Well,
like,
one thing I did learn in the lead up to this takes place, I want to say, 5 to 10 years in the future.
yeah, but still, we are nowhere near that.
Yeah.
Nowhere. I call bullshit. You just looked at Marvel and like, put that in there.
So I don't
Honestly,
know if it's so
Sorry,
much
Mr.
that
Ray.
we're actually nowhere near that, because I've actually seen legit things that are not that far away. It's more the fact that it's prohibitively expensive as consumer products. And
Oh, well, okay. Maybe it's because, like we said in all the other movies, that Monarch has all the money.
Oh,
exactly, exactly.
Okay.
They are better funded than the U.S. military.
I love the conceit of this
Oh,
end
the
by the opening
defeated
credits. It's a fucking tournament. I love it.
Mortal Kombat! This is kind of the Mortal Kombat of this.
Yeah.
Also,
Crazy.
God.
so something.
And this, oh
No,
my God, this
yeah, the
logo.
title, the
This
title.
is an old school Toho style logo. Big block letters. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I
something-
can't tell you how hard he geeked out over that when we first watched this.
So something I found really interesting is the fact that Skarsgård came onto this project because of Adam Wingard directing, and apparently he has this reputation for being really great with his actors. And I'm just like, it's fascinating that a guy who has an entire career of making horror films is apparently great with the people he has making horror films. I'm like, I find that delightful.
That
He's
makes
so
sense.
nice.
Yeah, and hey, check it out. It's basically our occupation at the moment. The
Yeah.
podcaster. We're here to tell you about the awful truth, but first, let me tell you about Squarespace.
No. We're going to tell you about Earth 2.
One thing I don't understand. Why Apex and not the terrorist organization from the prior movie?
Actually, that would have been a really good commentary. That the terrorist organization turns into a multi-billion-dollar multinational corporation.
Yeah. Or at the very least, show us, reference Charles Dance's character from the previous
I
movie.
mean,
Maybe he has,
I
controlling
gotta be
stake in
honest with
Apex.
you, with the way a lot of corporations work, there might as well be terrorist organizations.
Right.
Right? Exactly. What a great commentary that would have been.
Right. Like, maybe Apex is working with Charles Dance's, terrorists from the previous movie.
Nice way to link it together,
But, I mean, there's a little bit of a linkage with Ghidorah's head later in the movie, but it's not anything concrete,
Yeah, I guess they're saving that for something when they figure out, when the writers figure out something more substantial. Because the writers are like, I don't fucking know. Like,
They were on a mental vacation, this whole script. It's such a brain-dead script.
It is. It is. I mean, really, just about any script that has a podcaster in it is kind of brain dead at this point. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, listen to check out that Halloween remake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, those idiots.
I liked it, to be honest, but...
I mean, yeah, but those idiots were recording it on the day of the anniversary instead of releasing it.
Yeah,
Like, come
that
on,
makes no
dude.
sense.
Just, know how to do your shit, man.
So-
And you're also recording with a bunch of interference in the background and you're also pointing the microphone into the wind at the back of your subject. Terrible podcasters. At least this guy's more this guy's kind of
I
confident.
found him charming. I know a lot of critics didn't like him, but I found him really charming.
The only thing I like him all right. It's fine, even though the jokes are a little dated.
Well, yeah.
But the one thing that kind of bothered me, someone pointed this out on the internet. You could have cut this whole
Sure.
subplot. Nothing would have changed.
Oh, sure.
Also, I would like to point out, as someone who has worked for companies with level of security, the second you plug in a USB drive like that, no, it's done. Like, every alert goes off, the computer won't let you do anything. There are security protocols to prevent that shit.
God, this is
Movie
so wonderful.
bullshit. This is not bullshit, though.
This is not bullshit.
This is cool.
This is pretty.
Actually, this is like the one endearing part of the movie because if they point out this is a part of Florida, so get him, Godzilla.
Fucking get him.
Get Florida. Kill the Florida man.
Also, I love that opening like shot of his face there. It really kind of reminds me of some of the stuff from Shin Godzilla, and I appreciate that.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. That's one thing that as much as this movie is so very bland in a lot of ways, the shots where they're up doing extreme close-ups of the monsters are all perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
cinematography is really good.
Like, King of the Monsters is the best wide angles. This is the best extreme close-ups. Just combine those. Yeah.
Run away. Actually, that sounds like a great spin-off, Godzilla versus Florida Man.
Godzilla versus Florida.
That sounds like an amazing
Honestly, I don't
movie.
even need it to be versus Florida Man. Like, just give me an hour of Godzilla destroyed Florida, and I'm there for it.
Yeah, but maybe don't step on Disney World, because I kind of want to go back one day. As much as I hate that
there's
mouse...
still a Disneyland. Screw it.
Yeah, but Disney World has Galaxy's Edge. And I kind of want to get baked on the Millennium Falcon, okay?
I mean...
Don't judge me!
Look, as much as I love a lot of the properties they own, I do hate the evil corporation that Disney
I really do, too. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But just, damn it, Sean, just let me get baked on the Millennium Falcon. That's all I ask.
Also, they didn't reference the orca, and they could have.
Yeah, is the orca even present in this one?
It is not at all. But the orca could easily have been incorporated as part of Mechagodzilla because it would be incredibly useful to have a Titan communication device in your anti-Titan weapon.
Well, you know what, Mike?
You're not wrong.
You know what, Mike? Why don't you get on a plane, go over to the Warner Brothers, and pitch a script?
I know. It's like I could rewrite this movie 10 times better.
This is actually really unusual. You usually have phony news agencies represented in these movies. It's really unusual to see them actually be like CNN.
Well, that's because they literally get ancillaries anytime you use their stuff. And as you know, CNN, Fox News, they're not doing well right now.
That's true. So another thing that rubs me the wrong way is at the end of King of the Monsters, was Godzilla really seen as a hero and a savior?
I don't know, man, but like I said in that when we did Godzilla, the commentary, I'm like, yeah, it's like when Godzilla wrecks the place and just like tosses everything and kills the place and just like destroys all these buildings, he's seen as a hero.
Yeah.
But when Superman does it, he's like an enemy of America.
When you're talking about him being seen as a hero, I think they tried to lean into that whole pitch from Ken Watanabe's character about like we're going to be his pets.
Yeah, I guess. I guess if I mean, I would love to see Monarch funding like an information campaign to be like, hey, we need to promote Godzilla as a savior character.
Oh, that sounds
in the
like
media.
a cool idea.
Honestly, and there's so many good ideas in the MonsterVerse that they just didn't.
Well, because they want that money. That's what that shit is, man. It's money. It's fucking money. And we have our one of the few alumni returning for this movie.
Right.
And I'm sorry. I know Kyle Chandler is doing his best here.
It's a terribly written part.
It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of it's not terribly written for his character or anything. It's just they give him the stupidest dialogue.
I know, right?
And can you just imagine being on set and you're like, I have to give this with a straight face?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
this is where acting becomes a job.
Yeah.
Hey, if Bob Haskins can get through Super Mario Brothers.
Hey, dude, that dude got through the Son of the Mask, so.
Oh my god, yeah.
I did not trouble myself with that.
Don't. It's worth just the internet reviews. And is that a Ninja Turtle action figure?
Nah, it was a space suited figure. I don't know.
I kind of wish that was a Ninja Turtle.
That would be kind of
Godzilla versus the Ninja Turtles. What a movie that would have been. IP crossovers all the time because we literally have nothing of value anymore. Original.
No, we don't.
We don't.
We don't.
Okay,
it's a good cover.
Yeah, the Hollow Earth thing. Like, now
I hate what they did with it. Oh, there's so much I don't like about this.
Can you explain that?
All right. Well, we're gonna see it later, in earnest. But in the prior movies, just remember that Hollow Earth was a series of interconnected tunnels that ancient humans used to live in, and in this movie, it's not.
Yeah, I'm actually with you on that one. That really annoyed me.
It's Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Except
Kinda
with
shit.
a magic fucking portal.
Yeah.
It's a fucking magic portal. Like, what the fuck?
Whatever. I think, honestly, I'm, like, not that bugged about it. I mean,
I'm gonna say this, though. Do none of these people, and I mean not a single one of them, have a normal office? Every person they ever show up in, they have, like, the most ridiculous-looking office, and I'm like...
Well, yeah, you got to keep it visually interesting.
And also, it's character exposition.
Yes, you got to do character exposition.
You really can't complain about good visual storytelling, as contrived as it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, at
at
least when you had things like, like, look at Indiana Jones. His offices look like what you would expect an archaeologist's offices to look like. Like,
okay, fair enough.
At least, like, you don't have to be, like, ordinary, but at least seem to track with the person and the job.
Well, do you know anything about this person?
I mean, he's just a writer, right?
I guess. I don't know anything about this character. All I know is that he's got
matter.
a dead brother who went to the Hollow Earth and never showed up. And that, to me, was actually the biggest downfall.
Right! He should have showed up!
I was actually like, we're going to go down in there. And, like, they should have seen him. They should have found him.
He should have been living there.
It should have been,
so
like,
cool.
fuck, what was his name? The one from Skull Island.
John C. Reilly?
Yes, thank you.
John C. Reilly.
That should have been John C. Reilly, the sequel.
Yeah.
Like, we could have had that story again. You know what? I wouldn't have been happy. Like, they could have been.
You know what? Just recast John C. Reilly. Nobody would have been bad. Nobody would have been bad.
He's charismatic enough. Why not? Because even if they were doing that exact same plot thread again, I would have been happy. I would have been.
As I said, nobody would have been mad.
Right.
Yeah, because that was literally the best part of Kong Skull Island.
It was, absolutely.
But no, the brother never comes back. It's just this vague motivation for this character that really I could give a shit about. And of course, look, we got our
ride.
with a full PowerPoint presentation of 3D PowerPoint presentation. You really gotta love how this.
Hollow Earth should work.
No, it's not.
Fucking portal now.
I really love how I think that's the reason why they wanted the holo technology for their movie.
Yeah.
Just so they could do these visual.
Well, and for the obvious motion simulator ride.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this movie totally should have been in 4D.
It should have.
It really should have. We'll get to the part where it's like, whee!
No, you could take clips from this movie, put it in a motion simulator ride, and people wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah,
it's
for real.
Ridiculous.
For real.
A what?
By
the way, something that this movie really should have done more with. There's so much this movie should have done more with.
Right?
That guy in the black shirt. He's Sarazawa's son.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I never got that.
Right?
That's Dr. Sarazawa's fucking son.
Through this entire movie, I did not realize that until I looked up on IMDb and shit. Like, I'm like, wait, that was Sarazawa's son? And they never explained that, and they never connected and make
anything with it.
Nothing. Oh my god, just
so. What I find very interesting though about the whole Kong containment unit, he wasn't trying to leave in the first fucking place.
I know! God damn it!
Oh,
it's so
boy.
Stupid.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? Again. This movie is not the most intelligent thing you could be watching.
No, it's the dumbest fucking movie.
No. Even at its base premise, if this actually checked all the boxes with us, let's be honest, it's still not the most intelligent thing you could be watching. It's a fucking giant, like a giant ape punching a giant radioactive lizard. What do you want?
It could have been done so much better.
I agree. But at its base premise,
It's
this
like
is still not Citizen Kane.
it's like fucking what's his name? Michael Dougherty set the target right up there next to the moon, and then Adam Wingard looked at this and said, let's shoot for that cloud over there. It's like, okay, I guess. I mean,
I
this.
at least left orbit in my book, but
I know.
okay.
It was.
I just have a lot lower expectations for it, and that's why I'm okay with it.
Hollow Earth, come to the surface.
You know what?
And that went nowhere. Getting Kong a new home. That went fucking nowhere.
And
It kind of does, but what were you gonna say, Sean?
he looked better with the beard. What a stupid call.
I agree. He did look better with facial hair.
Yeah.
Also, for the kind of movie this is and the images you want to put out there, it's like you want that more rugged look for the human.
For the female demographic.
Well, I was going for the human time fillers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And exposition speakers.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, boy.
The exposition speakers.
So much exposition. And you know, I normally love exposition. I'm a nerd, so I literally eat that shit for breakfast. But yeah, even I have to admit, the writer in me is like, this shit bogs it down.
Well, because it's so stupid in this movie. I don't care.
Yeah. And the stuff that you want to learn, they never talk about.
Right. I mean, at least for the kaiju fans in King of the Monsters, the exposition was steeped in fucking kaiju lore.
Yeah.
And this is just kind of like stupid. And you're just like, but that doesn't make sense.
At least
and I
give
can't
me
get
this,
invested
though.
in
The
the
chemistry
exposition.
between the actors is actually pretty good.
Well, yeah, no, the actors all do their jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone in this movie did their jobs really fucking well. The effects people, the direction is solid, the actors are all doing a good job. And honestly, it's a
Kong's
competent
living
movie.
a life right there,
I
man.
know,
That's
right?
just a fucking
I mean,
nap
aside
on a
from
boat.
being shackled to it, but
Well, I mean, yeah, but
I mean,
still,
I wouldn't want to be shackled to a boat.
Yeah, still, you know, you're
Don't-
having a good
hey,
nap out in the sun.
Don't kink Shin Kong.
Yeah, there's.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, he's just kind of chilling on a boat.
I mean, as
Kong
often
on a
as Kong
motherfucking
is
boat.
chained up and
Exactly my point.
tied down.
At some point, you have to wonder.
I don't know if I want to call this a reference to Godzilla vs. Kong, but Godzilla vs. Kong was, or King Kong vs. Godzilla, but King Kong was transported by sea in that movie as well.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, I mean, you can't really get around the fact that if you want to get King Kong from one place to another, you need to get him by sea.
Well, yeah,
Hey,
that's how they've been
there's
doing
so
it since
much
the
other
30s.
movie bullshit in this movie. I could see them flying them.
Well, if you remember,
Yeah, that comes up. Boy, how much drugs do they have to use on this guy to get him under?
well,
It probably...
would have been really cool if they had referenced King Kong vs. Godzilla, where there was a special plant on Skull Island that was derived from berries that Kong got really drunk off of multiple times, basically.
Oh,
It was really funny. He attacked a native camp specifically just to drink their red berry juice because he wanted to get fucking drunk.
well...
Well, that
Wow,
actually
Kong-
sounds like, most animals in nature.
I know, right?
King Kong, Kong the wine.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
cool.
right?
Kong's a wino. Who knew?
Kong's a fucking wino. And I remember
I guess
if it-
instead they had to use. They just had all they had to use to get him under was just use Jordan Belfort's entire Quaalude stash
Yeah.
in order to get him down.
Also, I'm really disappointed they didn't have him fight a giant octopus like in the original movie.
You know, you're right. This movie could
Would've
have
been
had especially
Just a giant octopus. Actually, it
especially
would
in
have
the
been
middle
really
of
cool.
the boat fight.
I just came up with something. Because, I said at the beginning I couldn't imagine a better opening. Nah, better opening would have been Kong fighting a giant octopus. I mean,
No, he goes through his morning routine,
fighting
and
a giant
and then it's interrupted by
a giant octopus. Yeah, there
and then
you
he
go.
eats it,
And then he
that's
eats
his
it,
and
yeah.
that's his breakfast.
Yeah.
But they
No, it
already
would've been
did
cool.
that.
I guess it kind of did.
You know what? Have the giant squid show up during the boat fight.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
It's in the water. Why not?
Yeah, why
Change it up just a little bit.
Giant octopus. What I'm saying is more monster movies need giant octopuses.
You just want Japanese porn stars in your movies, don't you?
I didn't
Giant
say
te-
that.
Giant tentacle monsters. That's what they are. That's basically the equivalent.
If you
of a
want to have
Japanese
this discussion, we're gonna watch Gamera, Revenge of Iris. Okay, that one has a tentacle monster and a schoolgirl, and they totally fuck.
Oh my lord!
I mean, yes, that's. I mean, it's. What do you think tentacle monsters exist for?
But it's consensual.
You know.
Well, I
this is the
mean,
kind of,
welcome to Japan.
this is the kind of weird that the MonsterVerse needs, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the one that it deserves, but the one it needs. Because and you know what? I'm sure the appearance of a giant fucking rapey squid monster would definitely spice up these boring conversations.
I know. I mean, we're not even talking about this movie anymore because there's nothing going on.
Well, no, there's really not. Whenever it cuts to the humans, go take a leak, go grab a thing of popcorn or grab a sandwich, jerk off. I don't care.
Fuck
like
yeah,
you
whatever.
could probably tug one out in the time it takes for a scene with these people to fucking end. However, I do like this scene because even though the native thing and how they're just wiped out, I will give them this. The deaf girl, her chemistry with Kong is actually kind of good.
And the sound design when they use
Oh yeah,
they
dude,
use
totally.
that a lot, which is
the
good.
sound design is actually what makes it like a little bit the extra that it needs to be.
Right. And because so much of those stuff exists in the lower range to, simulate feeling it as opposed to hearing it.
Yeah,
You really do need a good sound system.
You do. You need some fucking
For this movie.
subwoofers or just really good sound for this.
Specifically, when I was shopping for a soundbar for this movie, I needed to know it had a separate subwoofer.
Nice.
And that's what I got. I got a 2.1 setup.
I
So,
got some really nice old Kenwood speakers.
They're
towers
looking
that-
gorgeous.
And they really know how to pump the sound. I'm sure I piss off all my neighbors. Especially for big movies like this.
This is a good shot. I'll give it this.
I really like
Good
this
shot.
shot.
It looks
That's
gorgeous.
that's a wallpaper right
That's
there.
Yeah, that is. So is this actually.
Eat Kong phone home.
Oh gosh.
Can you imagine if this was made in the 80s and they just have this giant fucking,
This
foam
dude in a
finger?
suit.
Well, no, it'd be a fucking giant ass plaster foam finger.
Oh
right?
yeah, it would be the finger, but it would totally
Right.
be a dude in a suit.
Well,
'cause-
yeah.
Did you see the 1976 King Kong, the remake?
I want to.
It's awful.
I want to.
It's the man in the suit has never been more prevalent in that movie. Oh
It's
my
Jeff
god.
Bridges. Jeff Bridges is in it, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
He's
that's
in
weird.
it. Yeah, it's weird to see Jeff Bridges in that. But although it's really gory, which I think you'll
Yeah,
find
I've
you'll
heard
enjoy.
that. I mean,
'Cause-
that's the thing that they did with remakes in the 70s and 80s for a while.
Because didn't you mention on the other movies that you want more monster gore?
More monster gore. Fuck yeah, more monster gore. Yeah, like, Toho movies never shied away from monster gore. I was even surprised watching the old, Showa era ones that, wow, yeah, no, what's his name? Anguirus just totally got fucking buzzsawed in the face once, and, blood everywhere. I was like, what the hell? This is a movie for kids? Godzilla vs. Gigan, for the record.
I like that. I actually kind of like that we finally have a Kong that understands sign language.
Yeah, no, that was fucking genius.
Yeah.
That was fucking genius. I'm surprised that no other Kong movie, even the non-Toho related
Did they
ones.
kind of do that in the Peter Jackson movie?
It's been a long time since I've seen
I
the
need
Peter
to
Jackson.
rewatch that, man.
It's worth a rewatch.
Yeah, for real.
I haven't recently either.
Yes?
I'm just very confused. Like, why do you make a character trait that they're always drinking out of, like, a water bottle kind of thing?
I don't know. And also, can we Can we get rid of the plaster wall of conspiracies with Charlie? Look, because I hate to say it, but when we live in a digital world, that shit doesn't exist anymore. It's all spewed out on our desktop in a horrible, horrible mess.
I like these characters. I wish they were given something compelling to do.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding. Especially, what's his name? Julian.
Look, rebel kids stealing cars to go on secret missions. That's the kind of plot points I'm usually here for.
Right, but they don't do anything.
I know.
At least Millie Bobby Brown stole the orca in the last movie. And in this, and I love the soundtrack. I just want to remind us of Stranger Things, but that's okay. I'm here for it. Give me more synth, seriously. That's one thing I can say about the soundtrack.
Well, you're a
to this
synth
movie.
whore, aren't you?
Fucking love synth. I would love it if songs sounded like they did in the 80s again. Give me synth pop!
There's actually plenty of it out there. I think the real issue is that you want them to actually use the kind of synthesizers they were using in the 80s, which are now expensive and nobody wants to.
How about we just invite you back on whenever we do Drive with Ryan Gosling?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've only seen half that movie.
Oh, really?
You know,
I've only seen the romance drama half. I haven't seen
I will
the action movie half
preface
of
this.
that movie.
We can do Drive, but only if in the same month we do Baby Driver.
Oh, dude. That sounds like a
that would be
fucking
awesome.
plan.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Coming season 4. Hell yeah. Whenever the hell that is. I have no idea.
Day at a time. Day at a time.
Yeah, one show at a time.
Let's wrap up this season.
Yeah, the big season finale. This is it. This is the one. Well, almost. I might have one more episode for you guys, but we'll get there when we get there. So this is the part where they have to find the mysterious podcaster, right?
And
you know, that should sound cool, but when you add,
really
I hate to, be a little self-deprecating to us, but when you add mysterious podcaster, it does not sound as cool as it is. We are not a cool, mysterious kind of entity. Yeah, we're just voices in the ether that you guys listen to because you want to kill some time with us, or better yet, because you like us. Hopefully,
please like us.
Yes, please. But no, dude, seriously, like Kevin Smith is actually one of my inspirations for podcasting, as I'm sure 99% of other podcasters out there.
Yeah.
But he's always said, and I totally agree, anyone can do this. All you need is a microphone and a laptop. That's it.
Yep.
That is all you need. So we are not this mysterious entity that this guy is supposed to be. You know.
Also, movies need more neon. I like.
Okay,
neon
yeah, I was
movie.
about to say, like, that's another thing. There's a lot of neon in this
So
movie.
what I'm getting from you is you just basically want cyberpunk movies all the time. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm totally on board with that.
Yes,
I'm on board for that, man. I mean,
yes.
isn't basically our entire fucking existence a cyberpunk
No, we
dystopia?
are living in the cyberpunk dystopia.
Yeah,
we are living.
My
in it.
brother-in-law literally has like a cyberpunk apartment.
That's awesome.
It's ridiculous. You got to see his setup. It's
yeah.
Oh God.
We're living in the cyberpunk dystopia, except without everything that makes a cyberpunk dystopia cool.
You know, William Gibson's still alive. Somebody just have him start cranking out scripts.
Hell
there you
yeah.
go.
Also, I'm a little disappointed. Now this is way out of left field, but there's this group, Atari Teenage Riot, that really needs to be in the cyberpunk movies, but they've only been used as like incidental music for clubs and movies before, and it sucks.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree, but I also might raise you Anamanaguchi.
I'm not familiar with them.
You want to fill him in or fill everyone else in?
So they made, until recently, they mainly made instrumental music that sounded like it was straight out of video games, but was like super fun. And then, Vocaloid happened, so they're like, oh, hey, here's a Miku song.
Maybe I have heard of them.
A lot of dead people to motivate these people, as if they couldn't think of anything else in the script to motivate a character. Am I
Right? Like, am I the
Yeah,
only
I know,
person
right?
who it's like, we've had, what, 4 Godzilla movies now? Or, sorry, 3 Godzilla movies, and we don't have one macroherpetophile? We don't have one, like, crazy person who's just in love with Godzilla and wants up on that? Come on now.
Oh, they did the
Yeah,
the music for the.
Well,
the
that is a
Scott Pilgrim versus the
weirdly
World
specific
game. That's it.
response, but you know what? If we're gonna have like the giant tentacle rapey monster, you know what? We might as well have that kind of dude in there.
Hey, man, like, you want a different motivation? That is a different motivation. And in the internet age, it's not that strange anymore.
It's different, I'll give you that.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I've not seen a Godzilla movie where someone's fallen in love with Godzilla.
Right, I'm telling you, that's what I said. Like, right there, we have a thing.
Well, I don't think that's ever gonna get past any focus group ever.
I don't know. I mean,
Hey, sir, you had your marching orders. Giving us a script. You know it all. Come on, do it.
in the 90s, there was a Godzilla movie where the soul of someone's daughter transferred to a rose bush. So in order to make sure that rose bush lived forever, he injected it with Godzilla cells so that it would become its own monster that was immortal.
Wow.
That's a motivation.
Wow.
Yeah, the 90s Godzilla movies were very anime.
Was that the creepiest sibling picture you've ever seen, or what?
A little bit.
I was just like,
well,
what is
no.
this picture?
Actually, it's not, because I've seen that screen cap of Luke and Leia making out. Like, it could always be worse. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Worse? I'm confused. I don't understand what you mean by worse.
All right, whatever.
Like the couple in the original Godzilla movie, or not the original, the 2014 Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's
Just,
like
no, they
you
look like
played siblings more than once. Like
you
this
still
is-
look like siblings.
Yeah, like is that kid inbred?
I mean, he doesn't look it, but
Well, you gotta wait for later in life.
I see, for that kind of stuff to manifest.
Oh God. Yeah, we're really making these movies weird. But in all fairness, these came from Japan, so that's on them.
And also, quite frankly, this is the weirdest MonsterVerse movie. So
It kind of is.
it is the weirdest.
And to be fair, life's short. Watch a fucked up movie, and we just want to make it more fucked up.
Right. And if you really want to get some
Are we
fucked
approaching the first good scene of this movie?
up, maybe.
Hey,
This movie hasn't had a good scene yet.
Oh shit.
You know, actually, you're right. It's had good shots, not necessarily good scenes.
Not good scenes.
No, yeah.
Every
And
scene in this movie's been
and
compromised by something.
I really hope you're listening, Zack Snyder. Good shots do not equal good scenes. Fucking goddamn it, Jesus.
I know. Not that he can even compose good shots on his own.
Oh my God, Army of the Dead. Ow, that was so painful to look at. But we're not talking about that movie.
No.
We're here for the first fucking fight.
Yeah!
Fucking fight.
Yeah!
Yeah. Make with the fights. All right, here we go.
The
round
reason
one.
we're here.
Godzilla versus Kong, round one. Let's go.
Yep. I do like how you can separate these into rounds.
I
too.
know, right?
It was
It's actually
perfect.
kind of fun.
Loved that structuring. Dump the monkey. There's a line for our script where someone falls in love with a kaiju.
I really hope there is.
Dump the monkey. That's it. A love triangle with Godzilla and Kong both vying for the same woman.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
Oh my God.
You know,
Create a love
that
triangle with Mothra.
really, unfortunately, does
Yes!
stack so well with the history
Ah,
of these characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finally, we are.
Now I love how the camera's like attached to Godzilla. Love that.
Oh, dude, it only took like 38 minutes.
Which isn't bad. For a 2-hour movie, get into the first fight in 30 minutes. It's not shitty.
Not terrible, but all right, let's go.
Yeah, missiles
Seriously,
never do fucking anything.
what are they doing?
Boom! Hell
They
yeah!
were asking for that, you know?
More tail action.
Oh,
Ah,
you-
hell yeah!
You praying for some Godzilla tail?
Again,
that's not what I
see,
said.
we're just writing the romance movie right here.
Oh my god. Make them kiss.
Make them kiss. Another line. Let them kiss.
Yes! Yes! Oh shit, here we go. Big roars, let's go.
Super psyched now. Who's psyched?
Yeah,
I'm
by the
psyched.
way, how do any of these ships stay afloat?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
doesn't
You're
fucking
right.
matter.
That's the
Movie
because
bullshit, Tim. That's like your line, not ours.
it is movie bullshit is the glue that holds it together. You know,
Boom!
we're gonna be
Fuck
sniffing
yeah.
a lot of glue for this one. Hell yeah! Let's go.
Oh man, yes. Attach the camera to giant moving objects.
Right? That's actually kind of a cool idea.
It works so well
It
every
makes
time
it
it's
feel
used
that
in this
much
movie.
more real.
Exactly.
I actually really love what they did with the Star Wars movies, where they
Oh, yeah.
attach the camera to the ships as they go through, so it feels like those 1930s, you know,
Right.
aerial movies. And here,
And
that
to flake Christopher Nolan a little bit, those were the best shots in Interstellar too.
yeah, totally, absolutely. It feels more documentary that
Yeah.
way. And a little bit more literally, it's more grounded.
Much better than the shitty snap zoom that a lot of things use.
Oh my god, the fucking once again, Zack Snyder. But I'm not going there. I'm done.
We're
fucking
done. We're
My
done with
Snyder
the-
material is out the door. We are sticking to the giant ape and lizard fights.
Why did they try to do a match cut of that? Why connect those two characters?
I don't care.
That was
We're-
kind of stupid.
We're just loose the thing and let him go. Oh,
A little bit of gore there.
Hey,
Just a
yeah,
little bit.
there we go.
Just a
Yes,
little bit.
because all of that electronic system is going to work perfectly underwater.
Oh no, totally.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, it's working fine. Don't even.
But
don't
hey,
even stress
you know
man.
what? You're totally right. Right there and then we could have had a giant squid.
Yep. No.
Wrap around like Kong's neck or Godzilla's neck and rip him away. That would have been kind of fun.
That would have been kind of fun. It also would have been like, we can give you a visually spectacular Kong versus Squid fight, so we can build more anticipation for a final fight.
Yeah.
Because you could have Godzilla then break off.
Yeah.
God, so cool.
I don't need no collar.
Kong Unchained. You always gotta have an Unchained
Absolutely.
moment.
It's
I
basically.
love it! It's Frogger!
Oh, it's Frogger. Those ships should just sink.
Also,
Bye.
arguably a reference to Neon Genesis Evangelion. Those who've seen the show know what I'm talking about.
Also, another thing that kind of bothers me about this is, yeah, he basically jumps from boat to boat and whatnot, but shouldn't that, like, hurt? Because isn't that the equivalent of stepping on Legos?
Yeah. Yeah, that would hurt a lot.
See, I'll go with you that the ships stay afloat. Like, yeah,
Right.
that's bullshit, but I'll go with it. But shouldn't that fucking hurt him? Like, that should be the Kong equivalent of stepping on your Legos. This is fucking cool, though.
Yeah.
Just like, eat this!
At least his ejection fared better than the guy who was fighting Rodan.
Oh, yeah, that guy was...
Although, it
Lunch.
doesn't for long. Ah, so good.
Hey, it's nice to see
Fucking awesome
we got
scale.
another fight that's not in the rain or anything.
Boom!
Boom!
Oh,
Trailer shot!
what a nice
Trailer
meet cute.
shot!
Boom!
Oh, yeah! Down
Oh,
he
and he's
goes!
powering up his Blazor. Oh,
Oh,
interrupted.
but he denied. Denied!
Ooh, I forgot how good that was.
Woo! Oh,
Oh,
yes!
hell yeah.
That's some Kong MMA right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
But then,
Oh.
though, like,
He
one of the
answers
best
back.
shots. Come
Go-
on.
Get out of there, Kong!
Boom!
Oh,
Hell yeah.
That's fucking cool. Hey, Skybeam! Go away! Go back to 2010!
But it's not a real Skybeam.
It's kind of a
It's
Skybeam.
not a real Skybeam.
It's kind of a
It's not
Skybeam.
a Skybeam is
Look at it!
persistent. A Skybeam is the goal for the movie. This is just a visual.
Whatever. It can still go back to 2010. Make it a little bit slanted. Give it an angle, you know?
Well, it was a visual reference to one of the coolest shots in King of the Monsters, so
Well, alright, whatever.
I'll give it a pass. So one of the things that makes this so much fun to watch with friends while you're at home and not in a theater is treating it like a fucking wrestling match.
It totally is. That's totally what it is.
That's one of the reasons why I think I saw this the best way I could possibly enjoy it.
Yeah, man. You want to enjoy it with a bunch of friends? Enjoy it with us, man.
Right.
You can't find any friends? We'll be your friends. Let's do this. Right?
The only thing is you can't place bets anymore.
Yeah, it's true. It was really fun.
It was a lot of
fun. It
fun.
was a lot of fun
It was
with
a
that.
lot
Like,
of fun.
oh shit, I might actually get $1. A whole dollar, which in 2021 money is a lot of money. Oh, that's fucking cool.
It is fucking awesome. There's a lot in this movie that's fucking awesome. It just should have been so much more than it was.
If it wasn't for the really fucking boring stuff that
I know,
no one
right?
gives a shit about.
I tried too. I really tried. Because I could really get into King of the Monsters, and I was like, I'm sure I can get into whatever bullshit this movie throws at. No.
My expectations are so low. I'm good. Oh.
Man, bruised but not beaten. My man.
Yeah, well, Kong down. Godzilla 1, Kong 0.
Yep.
Okay, to be fair, you don't fight a creature that can be fine on land or water in water if you're a creature that's really only fine on land.
And actually, what's definitely part of Godzilla lore is Godzilla is more at home in water.
Yeah.
There was no other way this fight could have gone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. If it was on like a beachhead, maybe it would have gone a little bit differently. But even so...
I do appreciate Adam Wingard respects the monster's capabilities, if not their actual personalities.
And see, again, right here is where another moment where you could have, if not using it for the robot, you could use, like, what was it, the noise thing from the last movie to be like...
the orca.
Yeah, use the orca to make a submissive noise.
Yeah.
Like...
Man,
nice.
the CG work in this movie is so good. The
I'll be
texture
back.
of
I
everything.
love that they're sizing each other up. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's like, yeah, you won, but I'll get you back. He's like, yeah, Godzilla wins.
Nah, it's just round one. He hasn't won yet.
Well, I'm just talking about
Yeah.
That's how it goes in Mortal Kombat. Round
Well,
one.
you wouldn't say that until the fight's finally over. Ever. I'm being pedantic.
You haven't played Mortal Kombat in a long time.
Well, I've just played the more recent ones.
Oh, well, that's probably why.
Yeah.
I'm talking old school. Back when it mattered, man. Back when
it
when they had to give it they had to invent the MA rating. Motherfucker.
I think it's just M, but yes.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, the M rating. So yeah, in your face, I guess. Also, my boy won for round one.
Yep.
Like all media rating systems, they exist solely to prevent more government oversight.
Let's not get into that. This isn't that kind of podcast. God damn it.
Not yet.
We're the podcast
Yeah.
where this is you know it's actually kind of funny.
We're the podcast where we advocate for Godzilla love stories.
Yes.
Yes. That and where we follow Brian Henry through the rubble. But, you know, I'm actually kind of amazed. You know, he's supposed to be, like, the podcaster of the group, and he's, like, the one trying to get the truth. I'm actually surprised he's not recording right here and now.
Oh, my God, he should be. You're right.
He kind of should be, even though there's, like, tons of background noises and it makes no sense. But let's just make that really obnoxious.
Honestly, I think it would have made things a little more interesting.
Probably, in a weird way, yeah. But...
Because it would have given more stakes to what they're doing, because they're actually, at that moment, getting the truth out. Because he could be streaming it.
Ooh, there you go.
And then, you know, there could be some actual fucking tension as Apex is now like,
Although,
oh my
you
God,
know,
we've got these streamers in our facility.
You know, if they did that, though, let's be honest, he would lose the signal as soon as they went down there.
Well,
Because I know for a fact that the internet's like, hey, how's he streaming down there when there should be, like, no signal whatsoever?
movie bullshit. That's the kind of movie bullshit I'll accept. Also, neon.
More neon, man. Drink every time you see neon. You will get hammered by the end of the movie, I assure you.
Yep. I appreciate that Apex just, like, went all in on the neon aesthetic.
Also, I love this weird moment where the numbers just start speeding by, like, super fast, like, do you know how elevators work when they're going down? You can't go that fast. Unless you want the people on the ceiling.
Neon.
This is so stupid, but
This is so fucking
the
anime.
graphic design is still fucking great,
It's
though.
so anime.
It is very anime,
This
isn't
is the
it?
most anime Godzilla movie I've seen, and that includes some of those Heisei era '90s movies with fucking psychic girls talking to Godzilla and souls of dead girls and plants and weird ass crap like that.
Oh my god, he's still talking about the Illuminati. I thought, well, wasn't that just like a thing that died in like 2000?
Well, the Illuminati, of course, is a real organization that does have a lot of power, but I mean, of course, they're not like
I know, but
world-owning.
do we really want to keep making jokes about it?
First off, that's a whole thing that's been talked about and mentioned throughout a very long span of history. It just flares up into more prominence every now and again.
It'll be back. It'll probably die down for a bit, but then it'll be back. Because the Illuminati's fucking ancient. It's like the lizard person conspiracy. It'll keep popping up.
Oh shit!
And now they're just gonna be trapped in this small metal box for about
Well,
a third
yeah,
of the
they're gonna
movie.
be. This is actually, I don't know if you guys know, but this is the revolutionary new method of Amazon delivery system. Bezos has this stuff on an underground facility somewhere, I'm sure. If he's going into space, then he's got to have something stupid like this.
And they did mention I'm glad they brought back the skull crawlers, and they mentioned them already. So.
Oh yeah,
I do like the petition going around to not let him come back from space.
I really hope he doesn't.
The problem is he's probably going to take a bunch of indentured servants with him.
But by the time,
and then there'll be a liberate Mars
But by the
movement.
time you're listening to this, you'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, he did go into space," and I'm really hoping like, "Oh
this
yeah, he also
is a
died
visual
too."
reference to the original King Kong vs. Godzilla. He's carried in the exact same pose, except it was by balloons in the original King Kong vs. Godzilla.
Yeah, but balloons aren't nearly as cool.
But balloons would have been funnier.
It would have been up.
It would have been up.
It would have totally been up.
Giant monkey up.
How rude! You take a tropical creature to the Arctic. What the hell?
I mean, he is furred.
He's fine.
Also, like
His
when
winter
did they
coat
build
has
this
not
Hollow
come
Earth
in.
launch station?
But seriously, man, he spends like half the movie on his back. doesn't
Also,
he?
wait, this is the Antarctic. Where was King Ghidorah frozen? Was that
He was in the Antarctica.
He was in the Antarctic too?
Yeah, it might not be the same.
Why
facility.
wasn't it the same facility?
It should be though.
Oh
right?
my God! There's
Well,
so
because,
much
again,
missed
we need to change it
opportunities.
up, and also like that location was very expensive.
Wait,
now and
wait,
whatnot.
wait! What if when King Ghidorah burst out of the ice, he created a tunnel to Hollow Earth?
And that's this now.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Well, they could have mentioned that. But
I know. That would have been fucking cool.
I'm sorry, you have
Continuity,
unrealistically high expectations of storytelling for this film.
I'm with you there, Sean. Because
But King of the Monsters had that level of storytelling. Is it that? I would say that it did. Because it
Okay.
took so much from prior monster lore. We brought back the fucking, pocket watch moment.
Well, see, this is the difference between this movie being made by a fan and the last one being made by a fanboy.
that actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Adam
like how you
Wingard
worded
should
that.
Not have been like the lead person on this. Because I mean, like, the King of the Monsters worked so well because of all its continuity, and they just tossed all that out for this movie. It's like we're just going to ignore large swaths of continuity just for the
Fucking
sake of
nerd.
it. Well, I mean, would you have liked the Avengers if it threw out all the continuity from the previous Marvel movies?
I would have been just happy to get that group shot at that point, right? Because for that first one, like, it was kind of a big
All right,
deal.
how about Infinity War then?
Okay, Infinity War, I would have been pissed.
If they had cut out, if they just ignored all the
But that's
continuity
because they
and made
were
up a
like
bunch of new
20.
bullshit.
They were literally 20 movies in.
Right.
So I would have been a little bit more mad. But if it was only like their sixth one,
I mean, considering that King
Fine.
of the Monsters pulled lore from as old as 60 years ago, 50 years ago. I mean, now you know
Just-
how I feel.
just- Mike, just watch the giant ape fight the radioactive.
Except
giant
he's just
lizard.
kind of looking at snow right now. So I mean, is there really anything interesting? He's just looking at snow.
Well, I mean, they just transported a man from an island that completely sustained him to the world's biggest desert.
Yeah.
He does look cool. Although I do appreciate the snow CGI.
No, it looks great.
Because actually, I'm pretty sure they wanted this. They wanted this location just so like, hey, let's like actually do something different visually. Like, let's put them in the snow.
Right. Yeah.
And then the animators are like, you want to put them in the what? Like, we had hard enough time trying to get the water simulations right. You want to put them in the fucking snow now? Come on.
Can we at least shave him so he's no longer fuzzy?
Oh gosh,
nope.
now another line for the romance movie.
Oh my god, can we just have like it's a parody of the 40-year-old version where he's just getting waxed and he just goes, "Ah, Kelly Clarkson."
I like the music still. It's nowhere near as good as Bear McCreary's score, but it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, I kind of tend to trash talk Junkie XL for some of their stuff, but
Right.
you know what? Every once in a while, it'll turn into something actually pretty cool.
I mean, it's still following the typical action movie pattern of
Yeah.
but at least it's synth.
Synth whore. All right, now we're going into the journey of the center of the Earth, and this is also where. And now we have to turn on your 4D seats and put on your 3D glasses.
I know, right?
Because this right here is the ride. This
Yeah,
is it.
honestly, there needs to be a Universal Studios ride.
Mm-hmm.
And they would be the better theme park for this, because Disney likes to do their physical sets a lot, but no theme park has done more with screen work than
Universal.
You can argue which one's more impressive, but
Still, this is the ride.
Oh yeah, no.
We need to have 4D seats right now and have this shit like
now
move around.
what would be impressive, and I don't know how they would pull it off, is trying to get the feeling of weightlessness in a motion simulator ride.
Oh, that would.
Like, how would you do that?
You'd have to have like a really big facility and actually drop
yeah.
them. Because that's how they do it, simulated here on Earth is
Yeah.
they have these large aircraft
I'm now
carriers.
kind of like imagining how a Hollow Earth ride would like be structured and work. I've been really into theme park technology for a while, especially once I started hearing about like how Rise of the Resistance worked, and I'm like, holy shit, that's impressive as fuck. But anyway, like now I'm kind of imagining you'd have like 2 theater locations, and then you'd literally drop the entire audience between the 2 theater locations.
Cool.
One would be, Arctic or something. It's a fucking magic portal. Damn it! I pissed myself off again. It's like, damn it, this is fucking Stargate.
It's Stargate meets. Yeah, they
That's
even have the.
2000.
But hey,
Yeah.
you got your neon lights.
Neon light show.
Okay, I will hate this because it makes me not like 2001: A Space Odyssey for a brief second.
That's actually a feat, man.
I
'cause
know.
That's one of my favorite
It
movies.
is one of my favorite fucking movies too.
And look, check it out, man. It's fucking Journey to the Center of the Earth.
It
This
looks cool.
Yeah, and no,
It's
I'm
not
right with you. I'm just like,
real.
this does not track with the Godzilla
It doesn't.
recharge in the last movie at all.
It doesn't. It suggests that like humans existed on the entrance to Hollow Earth as opposed to Hollow Earth itself, which is definitely not what
the
previous
reason
one was
why they
trying to
probably
say.
did this is because it is more visually interesting.
I mean, I guess.
And that probably means you could have like monsters from another dimension come up to the Earth and whatnot and stuff. So it's weirdly Pacific Rim-y.
Yeah. In which case, do the crossover already.
Right, dude, for real. Like, do you remember when Honest Trailers did their?
I know.
They did one for Godzilla, and they're
Yeah.
like, from the makers of, from the studio that owns the rights to Godzilla, King Kong, and Pacific Rim. So please, please, please do a crossover where they all fight each other and stuff. Which, weirdly enough, is also kind of this movie, isn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't call Mechagodzilla a Jaeger,
Well, they kind of make him a Jaeger.
but
They kind of
like,
do. He gets
the
they-
direction the aesthetics are grounded is different.
It's different, but it's still kind of a
Because
Jaeger.
I think there's a fundamental difference between Mechagodzilla and a mecha.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, but it's still kind of there, and they even mentioned that in the honest trailer for this one. And I'll put links in the description below for those two.
And speaking
they're
of,
pretty funny.
of Japanese mecha style stuff, I'm just waiting for Jordan Vogt Roberts' fucking Gundam movie.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Or his Metal Gear Solid movie.
Both at the same time, all at once.
Honestly, I just want to see more
Drip
from that
feed
dude.
that
He's
shit
really,
into my eyeballs.
I'm just want to see more from that dude. He's way too talented.
He is super fucking talented.
Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, dude, for real, the one thing.
Oh, so cool.
Damn! Oh shit! I got interrupted by a giant flying monster.
A good
thing.
original monster design.
It is pretty good,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's memorable.
I like it.
And I love Kong
And
fighting.
this sequence is really fucking cool. The green blood. Hey, look,
Yeah.
some more monster gore.
And also colorful
Phew!
monster gore.
That's
More
cool.
colorful monster gore too.
That's a cool shot.
Because lobsters have blue blood, why can't a monster have chartreuse or green
yeah.
or purple blood?
Come on.
Ah, so
Oh,
good.
it's so cool with the wing. Oh, that thing is armed. I didn't realize that had a weapon system.
So things you forget because this movie's largely so boring.
This is very reminiscent of his T-Rex fights, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this actually reminds me a lot of sequences in Skull Island, which is good.
Yes.
Very good.
Very good. It remind me more of that movie because hands down that was the best.
It is the best. It is the best made MonsterVerse movie. It's not my favorite. It's the best made. The best constructed.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool shot.
More decapitations.
Oh,
Munch!
and he's drinking the
Nom,
blood.
nom, nom. Hell yeah.
I almost wish he kind of did like a puppet thing, like where he takes it and just makes it talk. Like, I'm an apex predator.
I think I would have been too silly even for this movie.
That's fair.
And this movie is super fuck. Oh, we have the
There-
anti-gravity rocks too. We'll get there.
You know, there is one thing that is missing to make it truly the most silliest thing ever made. And that, I mentioned, Sarah Palin and Adolf Hitler riding fucking T-Rexes.
I still want to see it.
Can we have Iron Sky just cross over with this? Why
My
not?
God.
Why not?
Pacific
Let's go
Rim,
nuts with it.
Iron Sky.
Why not? Let's get crazy with it.
However, if I ever see Sarah Palin depicted in a movie again, I want the music playing to be by the band Michael Sarah Palin.
Oh, God, the anti-gravity rocks. Not a shitty idea, but what they do with them.
At least they didn't name it unobtainium.
Oh.
Yeah.
Score one for this incredibly stupid movie over the second highest grossing movie of all time.
I kind of still like Avatar, personally. That's just me. I'm weird like that, but
Well, there's a lot of good stuff in Avatar.
yeah. Although
It's
I will
a
admit,
very pretty movie.
we've waited way too long for a sequel.
Oh my God, this imagery. It's just a little stupid.
It's a little stupid, but it's also kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Look, sometimes, Mike.
Is that a natural formation or is that a giant Kong statue?
Probably a statue, but
Or what if it's a Kong that's turned to stone?
look, ooh,
It's a fossil!
Ooh, okay, I'll take that. Cause look, I'll go with a lot of this because sometimes you just have to say, yeah, that's stupid, but also cool.
I would be more on board with it if it actually connected to anything else. And I mean, like, I think they're trying to gesture at Kong.
Oh, hey, you know what
reconnecting
I've
with
been
his
even more-
ancestors, but
Hey, you know what would have
It
been
doesn't
even more funny
work.
just to make the human plot way more interesting?
Mm.
Okay, first off, cut these guys. We don't need them. We really don't.
or
I-
at least
I-
give them some tension.
Yeah, cut these guys out. Just focus on the ones that were going through the magic hole,
Yeah.
wormhole thing. Now here's the plot twist: when they come back to the world, it's like 120 years later.
No,
I slept
no,
too long.
even better. It's 150 years earlier.
Ooh, it goes back in time.
Wait a minute. How about we use that as a way to exposit the ancient Titan War?
Hey! See, we're writing a better movie already.
It's not that difficult.
We can do the time travel stupid wobbly stuff before we even get to like the big, the big crossover events. Like, hey, that actually sounds really cool. Like, use the portals as a way to fuck with time. That sounds cool.
That sounds really fucking amazing.
For that, you might actually forgive the depiction of the Hollow Earth.
Yes, I would forgive the depiction of Hollow Earth if they included Jaegers as a result.
If they use like some time shit, that sounds fun. Because who doesn't love messing with time in these movies? I mean, it's not like Avengers Endgame was not successful.
I will fully admit, the sequence nearly brought me to tears.
The reveal?
Because this is fucking Mechagodzilla. Probably the monster that Godzilla's fought more times than King Ghidorah.
And you know what's actually kind of cool? You get to see Kong fight him, which has never happened.
That's true. But Kong has fought Mecha Kong.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. They'll save that for the sequel. Yeah, see, dude, it's a Jaeger.
But he's not on site. It's not designed
don't
like
get
a Jaeger's
nitty gritty with me.
design.
I've seen Pacific Rim.
I'm gonna
It's
say
a fucking
something
Jaeger.
like nothing against Damien Bichir or however you pronounce his name, but like he has the look. But could we have please gotten somebody with like better charisma as the evil villain in this movie?
Right.
Oh my god.
Right.
It's fucking Mechagodzilla.
Can we get like Christopher McDonald or something? Like just have Shooter McGavin.
There's so many people who are very charismatic character actors, and it's like you got a guy with the look but not the charisma. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You missed half of it. Arguably the more important half.
I would see Mechagodzilla in an American Godzilla movie. I legitimately thought that was impossible. And then
this happened.
There he is. That's
kind of fucking cool.
Mechagodzilla.
Skull crawlers! Skull crawlers! Bish, run! Run! Oh, you gotta really love how they're using the skull crawlers as just basically test subjects.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I dig it. Hardcore. The skull crawlers had their moment to be genuinely intimidating in Kong Skull Island, and now that we've gotten past that, we can nerf them, They had their moment. And, God, that beam is so good looking. He just orgasmed.
He fucking orgasmed. He fucking shot a load into that skullcrawler's mouth, which sounds so dirty.
I mean, to be honest, if I was controlling Mechagodzilla and I did that, I probably would too.
Maybe this movie's a lot kinkier than we let on. Oh, that was only 40%. Imagine what a full load would look like. you gotta let the juices recharge. Am I right?
Once again, things we could use in our Godzilla romance story.
Oh shit, man! I really hope someone makes a fan film with some dudes in rubber suits with this.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
What do you mean hope? You know it's already happened.
It has.
What do you mean?
I guarantee it's out there.
Is there Godzilla porn?
Also, don't we have cameras? Don't we know people who could probably help construct the Godzilla costume?
Probably. Oh, dude, are we turning this fuck?
Tim. I had a name for it. There is an actual, factual name for that fetish. Macroherpetophiles. Like, I didn't make it up.
Truly. It's what was it? Rule
34.
34. Yeah, that's right.
They're out there. They're out there.
There's
literally T-shirts.
I'm seriously convinced that these are Kongs that are turned to stone.
There are literally T-shirts that say in Japanese, "I F Godzilla." I fuck Godzilla in Japanese.
Probably.
No, not probably. There. I've seen them for sale.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Right on. Right on. Well, good for them.
You don't go to enough anime conventions, sir.
I don't go to enough conventions, period, anymore, man. I've been inside too long.
Gosh darn COVID.
Right.
This should be super fucking cool to me, but by this point I just wasn't into it.
Really?
I don't know why.
He's going into the castle of Grayskull! You should be saying,
I
for
know.
the power of Grayskull!
This should be fucking cool, but I don't know. Something about the way this movie presents it, it lacks importance.
You know, maybe it should have had, like, a giant Kong skull carved into it, so it could just
I
be
don't know if making
100...
it more visually spectacular. I think I just need something to I get that Kong is reconnecting with his ancestors, but I need that to mean something. Like, what is that going to change about Kong?
You know what would
How
have
is
been...
Kong going to
He
grow
gets
from
a
this
really
experience?
cool. He gets a really cool accessory
But
with his
that's
action figure.
You know what? You know what would have been really funny here?
What?
You just throw all biological connection out the window and have him find an egg of his own species.
An egg, but mammals.
Uh-huh. As I said, just look, there's so much other dumb bullshit going on. How do you bring in another Kong?
You know what?
Here you go,
Actually,
Kong egg.
You know what I would like? I would like there to be another abandoned Kong that's been living in the Hollow Earth. That's how he reconnects with his ancestors. He finds another last of his kind.
Yes, but given how ridiculous this movie already is, that's why I was just like, egg. Why not?
Yeah.
Nothing else makes any
But-
sense.
I'm actually thinking of ways to make the movie better. If he was to meet with another Kong and they had a conversation in their own language and actually he got some sense of his real history, because all this is ruins. It's dead. It doesn't matter. It needs to be alive. It needs to be active.
Mike, you're missing the point. He's got an accessory for.
He
his
can
action
still get the
figure.
accessory.
But that's not what matters to the execs. They want to sell the toys, and now if you want to, now you can get Kong the action figure, but with battle axe now.
And
And
honestly,
don't forget the Kong throne playset.
Oh yeah, the throne playset, of course.
But you know how easy it would be to retcon this whole thing? All you have to do is take a shot of him in here on the throne and show another one peeking out from somewhere
Right,
in
and
the
they
room.
should fucking do that.
I'm not
You
saying
know-
they shouldn't. I'm just saying it's not hard to do.
No, they totally
So
should.
when he's walking out of that thing and with the neon in the background, you tend to forget. You're like, did I just pop in Tron Legacy by mistake?
In fact, you know
Wait, didn't he star in a cyberpunk movie not that long ago, actually?
what? I don't even know who
forget.
that is.
I forget.
No, I
don't
think he
care.
starred in a movie that Bowie's son did.
Oh, I didn't know. I got nothing.
I might be wrong. I'm looking it up.
Kong's fucking throne. Hell
And
yeah.
so it was. I forget the.
Also,
the
is
ending
Hong Kong
monologue.
that neon saturated? Because if so, I need to see it in person.
I
For
forget
research.
The ending monologue to Conan the Barbarian, where he sits on his throne.
Yes, actually, that should have been the final shot of this movie.
And that should be the narrator, just like he sat on a throne. And,
I mean, sure, Kong doesn't win. so
Yeah,
it would be a little weird.
Skarsgård
But-
was in Mute, directed by Duncan Jones.
Oh,
Cyberpunk
I need
movie.
to see that because I like Duncan Jones, even though I
It's-
heard Mute sucked.
It's mediocre, but the acting at least is good.
Because I mean, I liked Moon, I liked Warcraft, and people said Warcraft sucked. Lord knows why.
Did you play World of Warcraft?
I played Warcraft 3 a lot, and I dabbled in Warcraft 2.
Well,
So I wasn't a Warcraft Luddite.
and I think that's the issue, is that the Warcraft Luddites were mad.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly really into Warcraft. A lot of that lore was new to me because it covers stuff from the first game.
Sorry, Luddite was the
But-
wrong word. I think the Warcraft fanboys were mad.
I mean, I kind of am bridging the gap of the Warcraft Luddite and the Warcraft fans.
well, let's also not forget.
And my brother, who's a huge Warcraft fan, thought the movie was great. So.
Let's also not forget, though, you're also a huge Sam Raimi whore.
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
Didn't he direct it?
No, it was Duncan Jones.
What?
Yeah.
He
Oh
was
wait,
going
he was
to do a
producing it.
Warcraft
He
movie, but-
produced it. That's right.
He
I
was
forgot.
going to do the Warcraft movie, but Duncan Jones got it.
That's right. I forgot.
Anyway.
Look, I will forever support
We're
Duncan
getting ready
Jones.
for fight 2 anyway.
Yeah,
We're getting ready
round
for
2,
fight
bitches.
Just because he threw shade at his mom and, like, literally at the end of Mute, it was like,
I love how he jumps he
Ooh.
gets up just to break that fucking bridge.
Fuck your
Like,
bridge.
he
I'm
could've-
burning bridges here.
He could have stayed down a little longer, but nah, he wanted to
Fuck
fuck
you.
that bridge up.
you know, and again, more neon. We want the
Yes.
neon.
Holy
Yes,
shit! And,
this
like,
looks
I don't.
fucking good.
It does look good, but I'm thinking like, wow, is there like a light show going on in Hong Kong?
Yeah, I was
'Cause
thinking, does
it
Hong
doesn't-
Kong have this much neon?
yeah, does
but-
it?
I don't
I
know,
wanna know.
but if it does, all the more reason to go.
I
For
know,
real, right? Although they trashed the place, and apparently, like even then, Honest Trailers, brilliant joke. They're like, wow, no wonder this movie's big in China. They can destroy Hong Kong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that was a really good joke, man. Those guys, one day I want to write one of their episodes, just at least be in on the writing process.
So I looked up Hong Kong. Does Hong Kong have that much neon? And I got a bunch of news articles about how neon signs in Hong Kong are actually going down, not going up.
Well,
Sad face.
that sucks. Maybe it was because of this movie. I don't know.
No, they're older. The articles are older than this movie.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, in this part here where he's got a charging station. Gotta have a charging station for your accessory.
oh
'Cause
god, it's
it's-
so toyetic. And I mean, I want to complain, but part of me is like, you like Batman and Robin, don't complain about toyeticism. You're gonna sound like a hypocrite.
Fucking
Wait,
bat credit card.
Did you just say you like Batman and Robin?
Yeah, I do.
Get out!
We just lost a whole bunch of more subscribers, man. You're losing me. You're losing. You're bleeding me dry, dude.
If you ever have me on for Godzilla,
Oh,
vs.
that's
Kong,
actually
I'm
a
here
cool
for
image right
It is
there.
really actually fucking cool. If you ever have me for Batman and Robin, I'll defend it then. Only then. I will not defend it here.
Okay.
I mean, I think you just gave us every incentive not to have you on for Batman and Robin.
And I
Or
will
just not
fully
to do that
respect your
episode.
decision. I fully respect your decision.
I'll probably not even do Batman and Robin, to be honest. I don't want to touch any of those for a different reason. But here we go. Round 3.
Also, if it's a magic portal, how? God, this pisses me off so much.
Reasons. That's why. Look, we gotta start up round 2 already. All right,
I
dude.
know.
Well, because where are we in the movie? We're an hour and 19 minutes in. Okay, or hour and 17 minutes
and
in.
now
rather.
they're gonna download energy. I forgot for a moment. They're gonna download anti-gravity rock energy.
Like, you can do that? Actually, we can. How, though? The script said so.
And Adam Wingard has actually said as much. It's like the reason we did that is because we needed to move the energy from one place to another.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can't argue with that, but... Downloading energy? Surely there's gotta be another bullshit excuse.
Sure we can. We're an evil corporation.
You
Look
know
at
what?
us.
Here's an idea. Why not have that little spider thing be a super fast drone that zips away?
You're a better writer than these guys.
Why? How? These are professional people. Like, I know Max Bornstein and fucking Michael Dougherty had input on this fucking script. They got story credit.
They got story credit?
They got story credit. They didn't get
Well,
screenplay
in a-
credit, but they got story credit.
Well, in all fairness, I mean, most people, like, even though there's, like, lots of credits, like, if there's, like, 4 people who wrote it or, like, 10 people on the story or whatever, there's actually usually about, like, 30, 50 writers on
Right.
any given film.
And not one of them suggested making the little thing a giant drone, or it's a small zippy drone that just zips away.
They might have suggested that, but that didn't quite make it up to through the chain of command of the execs.
Why? It does the same thing.
'Cause
and
focus
it's more
groups
grounded in
and
reality,
shit,
and it makes more
and
sense,
doesn't-
and people wouldn't have complained.
You fucking nerd.
I want to like this movie, and I'm sure you get that. I want to like it. but it makes it so difficult.
I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool. All I needed is some monster violence, and this movie's giving it to me. So I'm cool.
I want to like it. I'm just like depressing myself.
Lower your
now.
expectations, bro.
I shouldn't have to lower my expectations when the
Okay,
movie
right there and
before
then,
this did
those two
so
things-
much good.
Those two bird things should have ripped him up in half.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of cool. I was kind of hoping that's the
Also,
route
a
they
nice
were going.
visual callback to Skull Island.
Really? A rock? You're gonna throw a rock at it?
He's got to die somehow.
It's okay. He's got plot armor. He's fine.
Oh, he's fine. But it's a magic portal. It makes no sense.
Of course it makes sense. Godzilla is more powerful than a magic portal.
It's so stupid.
Come up here, bitch!
It's a cool concept, but it would have worked if they hadn't completely retconned what Hollow Earth was.
Oh yeah, here's the other part of the 4D adventure ride.
Yep.
The shit. Like, look at this shit, man.
It
And
would have
especially this
been,
shot.
this would have been. This is a total 4D
Experience
Universal
thing.
ride. Except,
Oh.
of course, you wouldn't kill the audience.
Also, let's be realistic. As if the evil corporation's actually going to lose.
Yeah. But this movie isn't really
Combat
about realism.
dodge.
Get the axe! Get the axe!
And
Whoever
since
should hold
this
this-
movie is Kong's story, wouldn't it have been so much cooler if he would have won?
Eh. Godzilla needs to be king. I
It
think
shows some. It would show some character growth.
what
Like at first he fails against Godzilla a couple times. He gets the axe. He learns about his people. He's,
like I
powered
said,
up by the souls of his ancestors. I don't care.
Like I
Something.
said, man, write a script to Warner Brothers and
It's
turn it
too
into
late.
one.
They already made this stupid movie.
Well, then retcon it again.
That design looks like the way that the fucking.
How did she know how to
Magi were
operate that?
Structured in
Reasons.
Also,
Also, dude, upgrade from the fucking flip phone. My God.
Yeah,
it's
none-
not.
None
It's
of your
not as
pictures.
trackable, that's
None
why.
of your pictures are going to come out.
Because these are loaded down with fucking tracking devices, right?
Yeah.
That's why the flip phone. It makes sense.
Okay, but those.
He should have a film camera. I'll appreciate that.
Yes.
The
He should
camera.
have a film camera.
Because the camera on those old flip phones are fucking.
And it needs to be a film camera that he develops himself. in his own
Yeah,
darkroom.
there you go. Go.
And
full
that's how they could have
transparency
tracked him
now.
instead of the stupid bleach bath thing. Because he's the only one buying photochemicals. Anyway, I'm a better writer than any of these people.
Man, you know what?
So
Because I know that they're still trying to figure out where the hell to go from here. Maybe write up a treatment for a couple of movies. Write up a couple of a script treatment of an overarching thing for like 3 more movies, and be like,
Okay.
here's 3 movies for you.
I might.
Do
I
it.
might.
Do it.
I might.
Do it. If you actually send it into Warner Brothers and even if you get a response, like, sorry, this is not where we want to go. Even if you get a response, please let me know, because I want to see that.
Oh god, this looks so cool. I love the neon.
Oh, here we go. Round 2. Fight!
Also, they need to make a Godzilla vs. Kong fighting game. I'm surprised they haven't.
Right?
Perfect movie time.
Dude, did you ever play War of the Monsters?
Are you thinking of War of the Monsters? Are you thinking Godzilla vs. Destroy Monsters Melee? Are you thinking Godzilla Save the Earth? What?
No, War
giant
of the
monster?
Monsters.
Okay,
The
you're thinking
War of the
of
Monsters
the
video game from
non-branded
like
PS2. I want to. I don't have it.
yeah.
Meanwhile,
PlayStation
I'm
2.
so old, I'm just sitting here being like, you mean Rampage?
That is old. But
We should
no,
watch that movie,
War
too.
of the Monsters is from the PlayStation 2 era.
Yeah.
Played it a couple of times at some friend's house. It's amazing.
Good reference. Everyone knows
Amazing.
that reference, but it's a good reference.
It's an amazing giant monster fight game.
Also,
and,
do appreciate that. The whole idea that it's like part of Godzilla that he's using against Godzilla, fucking rad.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, not the Ferris wheel.
Ooh. No gore though. Sad.
Wait,
A
maybe.
little bit of gore.
Oh, there could have been more.
Yeah, just a little bit. You could argue that like the nuclear energy of the axe cauterized Godzilla's wound. Whatever, I don't care. Show me some blood.
Oh, what a time to be in Hong Kong right now. Am I right?
Oh man, I love that they added glowing eyes to his nuclear breath.
Right?
That wasn't a thing.
Dude,
In
like
the
we're
Toho
here to just
movies.
make this look as visually cool as we fucking possibly can. But yeah, dude, it's nice to have a fight that isn't in the rain, isn't in a storm. It's not clear daylight, although we will get a fight in clear daylight in
It is a bit dusty.
You know, considering how much he kept having to charge up before using that in previous films,
I know,
his quick
it's funny.
succession does not track.
It's cool though. Shut up. It's cool.
It's consistent with even prior Godzilla.
Oh, this
This
shot.
is another one. Yep, could just put it right.
Whee!
I know you could even like use that shot as an advertisement.
You
for your
totally
park,
could. You totally could.
and no one would notice.
No.
Ah, it's so good though. Honestly, these are the few good shots of the movie.
It makes up for a lot of the bullshit.
It
Not all of it.
does.
Not all of it, but it does make up
Nowhere
for a
near
lot.
enough of it. And using bits of building as weaponry is also really fucking cool. These fights are really good. I will never say these fights aren't good.
Well, the neon really gives it a fresh look. You
It
know?
does.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Trailer shot. Yeah. Big kablooies.
It should have worked out better for Kong, though. This is the first real hit that Godzilla's taken, and I think it needed a little more impact. Because
Like-
it does nothing to Godzilla.
It
It
should have
really
been
do
like,
anything to
you
Kong
should-
either, to be honest.
You should have been like, oh, did he actually take him out?
Right.
And then
right.
he could have come out. But
Right.
nah.
No, it's obvious that it didn't really do much to him.
Yeah.
And it depowered the axe.
I don't care. I'm sorry, but this whole like these actors are fine, but I don't care about this subplot. I really don't.
Again, what would have made me care a little bit is if they were live streaming. Then there's stakes.
Oh,
They're
you
getting
know,
the
well,
truth
if
out.
they got captured like this, they would have just taken that live stream device.
Well, yeah,
and
but before
stepped on
that
it.
point, you know, they could have been live streaming, and then they could have been avoiding doing some stealthy stuff.
it would have
avoiding
been a really
Apex.
funny commentary. Actually, you could have
Yeah.
made some really like great Zoomer jokes. You know, but nah.
And this guy should have been replaced by Charles Dance, or maybe Charles Dance could have backstabbed him,
One of the two,
but maybe Charles Dance was too expensive.
maybe.
That's probably what happened, if I had to
Mhm.
guess, because like this movie is a fucking expensive ass movie. you could tell.
Yeah.
Like the money is everywhere, all over the screen.
I'm not gonna lie though, because you know I just had that thought pop into my head. But you mentioned like he's got the look but not the charisma and whatnot. Couldn't they have just gotten Christopher or Chris McQuarrie or Chris McDonald,
I'm not familiar who that is.
Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore?
I've not seen Happy Gilmore.
Really? Oh my God! Seriously, he's like one of the best character comedy villains ever.
Oh, it
We
was
just had him-
awesome!
Because I just want him to be in that role now.
Okay, yeah, this part of the fight's just too badass. This is old school Showa era grappling. Fuck yeah. Monsters
This is
grappling.
the hardcore pro like WrestleMania kind
Yes.
of shit.
Yes. The only thing that I'm disappointed the MonsterVerse never really did is they never did boulder volleyball. It's one of my favorite tropes of Showa era Godzilla where monsters just stop for a moment to throw rocks at each other.
Well, they're in the middle of the city, so they're gonna fight. They're gonna
Yeah.
throw chunks of building at one another.
They don't though. They don't throw chunks of building at each other.
Damn!
God. Just rips
Oh,
into
the
'em.
scratches!
Oh, fuck
Step
yeah.
on me! Step on me!
We're not to the script writing phase yet.
Well, actually, there's a moment. Yeah, I think it's right here, where he's like he's stepping on him, and they look into each other's eyes, and this is the part where we get to say, Wait for it. Let them kiss!
See, I would think you was gonna go with the other joke, with a Save Mothra joke. There.
Seriously,
No,
just
I
kiss.
knew exactly where he was going.
Just kiss already!
God, now I can't get the image out of my head.
So much aggression for a meet
And-
cute.
I kind of don't want to.
Who are you and what have you done with Mike?
What are you talking about? This is more me than I think I've ever shown on this show. I mean, what was it, 2 episodes ago? I was looking up to see if there were any Godzilla body pillows.
Oof.
Godzilla wins.
Wins round 2.
Yeah.
Not over yet.
No, it ain't over yet, but ultimately, though, since there's only really 3 fights...
Kong should have gotten at least 1 win in. Really.
Yeah, but then it would have contradicted the whole, there's a definitive winner this
Well,
time.
no, because Kong dies in the final fight. Kong should have won this middle fight.
Oh,
And then at the end, because he actually dies and gets resuscitated.
right.
That is the definitive win. Also, I do
Oh, yeah.
appreciate references because the Godzilla or the Mechagodzilla in the 2000s era Mechagodzilla was based off of the original 1954 Godzilla skeleton, and it was genetic memories from that skeleton that caused Mechagodzilla to go rogue. So I appreciate that they're doing a similar thing here. I think it's stupid that it's with King Ghidorah's skull, and they're doing some bullshit with King Ghidorah's skull being telepathic, but whatever. I can't.
You nerd.
I can't get too angry at this movie because it's just like, it's like getting angry at a child.
That's actually a really nice way to put it. Although this is a really cool
This
shot.
is a really fucking
That's so
cool
intimidating. Seriously, if I was them, I would just be like, nope, I'm out. Bye.
You know what they should have done there? They should have used their F-bomb.
Yeah, they could have.
They
couldn't
should have used their F-bomb.
Oh, fuck.
And there goes Sarazawa's son. Just
Like we
fucking
even
dead.
cared.
They
It
should've
was
done
his
something
son?
with him. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Like
it
it's-
was that whole time.
Oh, that movie never lets you connect those dots.
No.
Nope.
Ever. But still, this is pretty cool.
This is pretty fucking cool.
And you mentioned last episode on King of the Monsters how color was like a big deal.
Yep.
Here's actually right here once again.
Still
the color
true.
is actually pretty good.
Red and blue. Although
It's
given
red
the-
versus blue.
It's red versus. Although given the fact that Mechagodzilla here is partially King Ghidorah, I would have liked some yellowy gold. Somewhere. Doesn't matter where, just somewhere. Maybe in his beam, maybe in his chest lights.
No, maybe
somewhere.
how about in the power up thing?
Or-
the power up tubes.
Oh no! Best idea.
What?
Heterochromia. One eye's red, one eye's gold.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess. You know what? It probably would have been best if it was like in the charging station of the actual skull earlier.
That could have worked too.
But either way, because this is fucking cool.
This is fucking badass. This is fucking badass.
This probably is the closest we're gonna get to the honest trailer bit, where it's like, you know, Godzilla, King Kong, and Pacific Rim, and do a crossover where they all fight each other and stuff.
Yeah.
This might be the closest we're gonna get.
And what I love about this is they gave Mechagodzilla missiles. Because Mechagodzilla's always had missiles.
Always.
He's never not had missiles. The original Mechagodzilla had like 25 missile launchers.
Does he have like infinite missiles too?
I would assume. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't know if he fires them more than once. But he literally has a missile for each finger, a missile for each toe, and missiles on his kneecaps, and I think missiles in his chest too. So they loaded him down with missiles.
Wait. But did they put missiles in the most important part, his ass?
They did not put missiles in his
They
ass.
need to have
Are
a
you
missile.
sure you meant to
They
say
need to have
ass
a missile
there?
come out of his ass. Like, just come out right underneath the tail. Just where he just kind of, you know, presents to Godzilla, and then out come missiles.
Jesus Christ. Stop writing it! We're not in the screenplay stage yet.
Well, that's what these podcasts, these commentaries are for, man.
Man.
It's to make this shit more fun. Like, it's a lot of fun watching these with friends, but when you watch it with us, you get a special kind of fun.
Oh wait, no, this is the fight where that was the fight where King Kong died. That's right. So they can only fight twice. That sucks. I thought they fought 3 times.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
no, they kind of just team up for the last fight.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought they fought 3 times and then okay. Well, they should have fought 3 times. Kong should have won the middle fight, and then Kong should have died.
So there should have been 4 fights. You're saying?
Right.
Okay.
And then one where they team up with Mechagodzilla.
Okay. So this movie should have run like 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I think
Just
Adam Wingard
more-
did mention that there was another 3-hour cut. I mean,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I mean,
but
yeah.
it would have been. But it wouldn't have been more fights. It just would have been more.
it would have been more exposition.
human
yeah.
bullshit.
It probably would have.
We would have, and we don't care about that.
Um,
I really don't care. If there was another fight in it, then yeah, sure, pump it up to 2.5 hours.
right. Oh man.
Still, this fight is pretty fucking cool.
It is
Oh
fucking
shit!
cool. And I'm glad that we get to see the really cool fight choreography, but the cinematography lacks flair.
Okay, that's really funny, actually.
Well, not the cinematography doesn't lack flair. The composition lacks flair. Anyway, you were saying?
That line where he's like, "I'm not used to this. I'm just used to pirating movies online."
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a pretty good line.
Oh, but,
but
their solution.
But why do they give that kid that trying to hack into a fucking Mac? Why is that his job?
The fucking what's his name? The fucking podcaster would be better for it.
Probably
Because he was hacking into Apex's systems.
He was hacking
prior.
in. He was doing the Neil Breen thing. He was hacking into government secrets. What kind of secrets? Just secrets.
No more computers. No, it's no more books. That's it. No more books.
Oh, if you haven't checked out Neil Breen,
Check out Neil Breen.
Google him. He is. Wow, you thought Ed Wood or Tommy Wiseau was a bad filmmaker.
He is
he
on another
he will,
level.
Yeah, his Breenius will bring you to new levels of bad.
Oh, we had to have this.
Is he worse than
100%.
U-Bowl?
Oh no, he's way worse than Uwe.
Way worse, actually.
Uwe Boll's actually made a competent movie or two. Shock and amazement. People don't talk about it, but
Neil
Rampage.
Breen, none of them, and they're all just. It's such a self jerk fest.
I also kind of do appreciate that they're using this fucking Hollow Earth ship, this explosion to reset Kong's heart.
Oh, it's so dumb.
It's so dumb, but I think I kind of appreciate it. And it's also a subtle reference to the way Kong worked in King Kong vs. Godzilla, because in that movie, King Kong was powered up by electricity.
Oh, okay.
Because he was actually originally supposed to be Frankenstein. But that's a whole other story.
Oh, man, these movies can get so much crazier and weirder. By the way, that guy dead.
Oh, he's been dead the whole movie.
Don't care how far he ran. Don't care. He's dead.
Yeah, the shot composition lacks flair, but at least we can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because that's what really made the fights in King of the Monsters. The shot composition was just fucking
Godzilla,
perfect.
not enemy.
Yeah,
Bullshit!
fuck you!
He killed me! And he beat my ass! This is kind of a stretch. You know, for
Yeah.
all the really good chemistry the kid and Kong had, I bet you what, that Kong would be like, fuck you, kid!
Yeah.
Hell no!
Yeah.
But you know what? We gotta have an excuse for that really cool team up. So I guess sympathy from little girl is good enough, I suppose.
I also wish...
Oh, this is cool. Where he has
Oh,
to
yeah, that's awesome.
put his arm back into place. That's actually kind of cool.
You know, John C. Reilly should have been in this movie as a consultant character, even if over, like, a video chat thing.
And he's in like really bad old person makeup.
Yeah.
I kind of wish you were right. You know, but then again, the only reason why I wouldn't want John C. Reilly to come back is like, dude, that character earned his right to be on his ass for the rest of his life and never have to deal with this shit ever again. Also, that close up of the eye, really, really reminiscent of 1998 Godzilla, wasn't it?
Boom.
Spit in his mouth. Oh no.
Again.
They really like to spit in each other's mouths, don't they? Not kink shaming at all. No judgment. I'm just saying.
This is just going to become the origin of our magnum opus fan film / porn.
Actually, we should just make that fan film and post it on Pornhub. Fuck it, right? We're not even trying to hide it anymore. Oh man, it's really cool to see that shit in the wide angle of all three of them going at it. Good shit, man. Oh, get the axe!
Need your axe.
Whoever should hold this, should he be worthy, possesses the power of Kong.
Okay, so I saw Mechagodzilla's tail spin real fast there. I really wanted to see him use that as a drill against Godzilla or King Kong.
Oh.
Anyway.
Maybe for a future one. Maybe they'll do that for Mechagodzilla.
God, that'd be so cool. I want to see a Mecha King Ghidorah. I'm disappointed that they almost closed. This is stupid. Oh, come on. No, that's not how computers work. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, pouring fucking liquid all over a keyboard isn't gonna solve anything.
Wow, that's...
I love that line, though.
That's actually really good. Well,
I'm gonna die with you and sober!
In all fairness, they stole that from Wolf of Wall Street. He's like, I will not die sober! One of the funniest lines from that movie.
I do like the tag team here. Charge up the axe so that it can be used to defeat Mecha-G.
Yeah! Chop that tail off.
Honestly, though, that was actually me during the first viewing. That brief shot of those.
Yeah. Oh!
And
you ain't got no arms! You ain't got no arms!
'Tis a flesh wound!
Chop the head off! Go for the head! He aimed for the fucking head.
This is how Thanos got it.
Yeah!
These movies love decapitations.
Fatality! Am I right?
Yep.
That is some Mortal Kombat finishing move, isn't it?
I think every MonsterVerse movie there's been a decapitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
No,
about.
every monster. Kong
Right
Skull
on.
Island is the one I'm not 100% sure
There
about.
was a
Does Kong
decapitation
decapitate?
earlier in this movie already. I mean,
Well, yes. Right. But was there a decapitation in Kong Skull Island? I feel like there was.
There might have been, but I forget, honestly. I don't think there was.
He ripped the Skullcrawler's tongue out.
Close enough. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care about these people.
I don't care either. Like, just cut back to the monsters already.
Why are there people?
I mean,
How are there people? Did you see that fight?
I mean, say what you will about King of the Monsters human stuff. It's better than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's better than this. Like, at least they tried to have some kind of interesting family dynamic going on. As botched as it was.
Yeah, they tried. It didn't work, but they tried. Here,
they didn't try with this movie.
No, not
they
really.
They gave up.
They were like, let's just focus all our energy on the fights.
They took the wrong lesson from King of the Monsters.
It's still not to say that this movie isn't terrible.
No, I enjoyed this movie to an extent. I just am frustrated that I wasn't allowed to enjoy it more. And I feel bad for complaining about this movie, too, because I got what I ordered, you know?
Yeah.
I just didn't like what I ordered, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's on you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you got what you ordered. You just may not have realized that's exactly what you ordered.
I suppose.
Amazon really in a nutshell, isn't
I guess I just expected more from this restaurant, and I demand a refund.
Wow, really? You're demanding a refund? Come on.
Karen.
Yeah. God. But either way, I really like this little interaction between the two.
Mhm.
It is really cool. And now he's got Thor's axe, straight up.
The Stormbreaker.
It is Stormbreaker, isn't it?
I do love the implication, though, of the sheer weight of his scales. Like, he just drops it and it implants in the ground.
Yeah, good shit. And once again, Godzilla just kind of pimping off into the sunset,
Which
into
works
the water.
better in this movie than it did in 2014.
Well, yeah,
2014, he just woke up from a nap and left.
Yeah, and this one, he had like a serious hardcore fight.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, man, I need a fucking nap, man. I'm going to go
He's
into the
going
water.
off to take his nap.
Yep. Also, this is a really weird music choice, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's echoing the tone of the beginning of the movie. He wanted the nice bookends.
Which is like the only halfway decent like thought of the screenwriting and filmmaking.
Can we talk about the simple fact that this guy's terrible fashion choices and vests?
Oh yeah, he's totally Marty McFly, like 100%. But I do like that now they have like a fucking facility in the middle of the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, where all these things were trying to eat them, you know?
Although, in all fairness, if that Apex Corporation found this area, they totally would have terraformed this.
Oh, yeah.
This would have been a theme park
And also,
thing.
I mean, you say that it's like, oh, it's in this dangerous place, but remember, they had a facility on Skull Island.
Yeah, for real.
They had a facility circling
wait a minute.
Skull Island.
I just realized, why didn't they go full, why didn't Apex, the corporation here, just go full Jurassic Park? Like, hey kids, you want to see a giant titan in a theme park ride?
That's a good idea.
Right? Once
Well,
again.
because presumably Jurassic Park exists in this world and they've learned their lesson. Oh, who am I kidding? Corporations don't learn lessons.
There's the only evidence that it's Sarazawa's son.
Yeah, that's literally the only evidence the movie gives you in the credits. And once again, they're not really doing anything interesting with the credits. Kong Skull Island was the only one that actually did something interesting.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It made more sense than the 2014 movie that was trying to be a quote-unquote real movie.
And then it does this bullshit, and you're
Yeah.
like, JK, psych.
Yeah.
But even so, I still liked it. I don't know. I think Mike has made his thoughts very clear to the
I mean, I
listeners of
don't
this
want to
episode.
hate this movie. I don't think I hate this movie, but I don't really like it either.
I like it, but that's because I have exceptionally lower expectations than you do, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that kind of is what the real
I
problem
don't know
here
about
is.
lower as so much as different. Because, like, I will in fact, I said this on my film blog. This has got the most spectacular monster fights of anything in any giant monster movie.
Did you actually write an article for this one?
I did. And you can
Oh,
link
dude,
it.
yeah, we can put that in the description below.
It was much
check it
shorter,
out.
much less interesting.
If you want to
but-
promote it and wank off to it.
I mean, sure, yeah. It's Michael's Movie Musings. This is my blog. I should do more with it than I do. But anyway, as I was about to say, I mean, this is the best spectacle of any of the MonsterVerse movies in terms of, like, the choreography of the fights.
Plus, the neon is really
The
fucking
neon's
cool.
really fucking cool. But it's missing the feel of the previous movie, and that's what you don't really care that much about.
I don't.
And
no.
that's what I cared about.
Okay.
It's missing it's different expectations.
Man, seriously, this Kaijun would have been nothing without you, Mike.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Because not only are you here to make this a lot more nerdy, and also to bring the knowledge in to fill the gaps that are of the really boring human parts, but it's also really fun and educational that way. So we know how you feel. You know how I feel. I really dig it. I mean, it's not perfect or anything, but I don't ask for anything perfect. What about you, Sean? Like,
well, I think I'm kind of in your boat. I'm not coming into these movies looking for a whole lot more than an excuse to watch big monsters beat the shit out of each other.
right? Yeah. And I got that. I had fun, and I won the bet.
Now, to me, to be fair though, to Mike's point, take Kong Skull Island. The great story is icing on the cake.
Yeah. That's
I'm not mad with this movie because it gave me cake. However, it could have used some better icing. I can acknowledge that.
Maybe some fucking sprinkles and some M&Ms
right,
on
but
top.
it's like, I'm not mad if I came in looking for cake, being monster fights, and I got cake.
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah, that's a great way of looking at it. We got our cake, and we.
It could have been a better cake, but I still got cake.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yes, for sure. And you know what? I'm ready to have like another thing of cake too, because I really want to see more from the MonsterVerse. Seriously,
I do too.
Fuck the Snyderverse. I want more of the MonsterVerse.
I believe we made it very clear during this podcast the movie we want to see from the MonsterVerse.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, think about it. You now have 3 living female protagonists to choose from. Kong love story, Godzilla love story, love
triangle.
Dude, tetrahedron. We'll make this shit weird.
It'll be like a weird poly thing going on.
It'll all end with them being in a polycule on Skull Island.
Hell yeah, I'd watch that. Well, do you hear what they're gonna be trying to do next? Like, it's not confirmed or set in stone.
I've been
or
hearing
anything.
rumors, I believe, of like Son of Kong stuff.
It's Son of Godzilla.
Son of Godzilla.
What they want to try next, or Son of
Hold
Kong.
on,
One of the two.
but see, that needs to be like not the next movie, but the one after. After all.
Oh yeah.
You have the romance movie, then you have the kid.
Yeah, for sure.
So
and I'm sure, like the next one will be where they meet the in-laws from outer space.
as a super nerd, I don't think MonsterVerse is in a stage where they can pull off Son of Godzilla.
Ooh, look at all them visual effects artists. Seriously, anytime I see that giant wall, it's just like it almost looks. On good days, it looks like the World War II memorial because they won. And on bad movies like this, it looks like the Vietnam War memorial, and it's like, ooh, exactly. All those people gave their lives for nothing.
See, I don't think the MonsterVerse is primed for a Son of Godzilla movie. Because to make Son of Godzilla work, you need father-son emotional connection. The character of Godzilla in this movie can't do that yet.
Yeah.
We need more humanization. We need more to show that he can care.
How about Godzilla and Mothra? Or just a straight-up Mothra movie?
We need a Son of Kong movie.
Oh, okay.
Because
yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're
Kong
right.
being a father would work so much better.
Yeah,
with
you're right.
Kong.
You're right.
You're not wrong at all.
Yeah.
Not even a little.
Yeah.
Like you're on it.
They need a Son of
top of
Kong
it.
movie. I don't know how they can make that work lore-wise since all the other Kongs are dead. They can find a way though.
Life finds a way.
Now we just need all 3 of us doing the lounging pose.
Fucking love dude. Get Goldblum in these movies.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah! I would get Goldblum in one of these for the next one. Hell yeah!
I'm sorry, but outside of possibly Ken Watanabe's character, they haven't made any of the characters interesting enough to even tempt that genius of a man in.
Maybe they will for the next one. I really don't know. I'm hoping.
I think. Look, I understand high hopes, but come on now.
We'll see. Only time will tell, man. It's a weird time in a weird universe.
Jeez, look at all those government stuff they got.
Well, yeah,
Australia, Britain, New Zealand, Quebec.
Yep.
They got to get all that stuff, man. They got to get all that, not just for the making of, but also the distribution.
Yeah.
Because we need to sell this internationally. But you know the really crazy thing, there's no post-credits scene.
Yep.
Which kind of sucks. I was like, yeah, man, like let's continue this.
It makes sense.
I want to see really because whatever they throw at us next, I'm excited for.
You know what the important takeaway from the post-credits moment there was, though?
What's that?
Really, how long are they going to keep tinkering with this logo and making it look weirder?
Whatever.
I don't care.
It's just a logo.
I mean, that's fair, but every time I see it, I'm just kind of like, I mean, I understand I can still make out a W and a B, but if I saw somebody write a W and a B that way, I'd smack them. Like,
I don't care. Warner Brothers is just so all over the place. Like, We'll see where it goes, because as of this recording, we're still waiting for Space Jam: A New Legacy to be released and whatnot. So who knows what the hell they're
I don't think
do.
any of us can really have any kind of good idea where Warner Brothers is going to go until we see what happens with the Discovery merger.
With anything, honestly. DC, MonsterVerse, Space Jam, whatever they're doing. It's just like their IPs are just to me it's hilarious
because it's just like, oh look, entertainment companies keep merging. The problem is, like, the big bad Disney, for all my issues with them, at least have some concept of what they want to do with this stuff. Then you just have Warner Brothers being bought up by company after company who has no idea how to make media.
They're just
God.
You want this? Fine, here, take it. Fucking just take this. You want this? I'll take this. And I fucking over here, and I fucking hate my job, and I want to kill myself. Give me that cocaine. Woo! That's the Warner Brothers executive lot. That's what they sound like.
I mean, I can't refute that, but I can't confirm it either.
Oh well, either way, honestly, I just hope that this universe does continue, and we're gonna see some more, for better or worse. I want to see more. You know,
bring back Doherty.
I mean, I'm not mad at all, and I'm not mad because, as I said, I got my cake.
Yeah, for real. Me too. I got the cake too.
And I don't want people to come away from this thinking I'm mad. I'm just a little more annoyed.
Yeah.
Because there's a better movie that can be made from this.
For sure.
And it's
we'll get there. We'll get there, or we won't get there. But
I don't think we're gonna
get
there because this was like, aside from maybe Skull Island, the most successful MonsterVerse movie, as far as I'm aware.
We'll fucking see,
so,
man.
We're probably gonna get more brain. And I mean, I'm not like against that. I enjoyed this movie as much as I gripe about it. I enjoy it. It's got really good action, which is fundamentally what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely. Either way, when another one drops, I think we probably should do one like the weekend that it's released and whatnot, and do.
Yeah.
We'll do that just to come back in, and we'll be back for more monster shenanigans. But either way, I've had a good time. Did you at least have a good time for all this June?
Oh, hell yeah.
High June was fucking fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of good shit, man. And there just might be one more next week on Monday, and it's gonna get, let's just say, for all the weird that we've been talking, it's gonna get even weirder.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get real weird with it.
But we'll see you next time for a very special, it'll be shorter, but it'll be a very special episode and very special commentary. So meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed. As always, just like, subscribe, check out our other stuff. We're on Spotify, we're on Anchor, we're on Google, we're on Castbox, we're on YouTube. Wherever you want to listen to us, just give us some shout outs on social media and wherever, because we really want to get make more and get this commentary train rolling.
Hell yeah.
As always, I've been Tim.
I've been Sean.
And for the final time, squonk!
And blows out the microphone once again. I can't keep buying more microphones, Mike! God damn it! This has been an episode of Never Watch Alone, where you'll never have to watch a movie alone again. Peace.